are you wearing?
A Canadian tuxedo.
Canadian.
I'm a hockey player. Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
To all you Blues fans, we're bleeding blue with you.
Let's go Blues. Let's go Blues. Let's go Blues.
Blue Note Fan Report. Hello, Justin. How are you doing, my friend?
Doing all right. Just getting ready for the action tonight.
This is kind of an important game. I mean, I know we're doing the East, but like this game and tomorrow again, once we're done with the East. We don't have any more trips to that area, right? I think we still got the Florida trip and maybe I don't think we've been to Carolina yet, but we're kind of like done with that side. So everything else from this period on is going to be the West or our division for the most part. And, it's kind of weird that you're getting rid of it so quick in the season, getting rid of that trip. I mean, we might play them at home, but I think for the most part, we're going to be done with that side of the world, at least the Northeast. I will be honest. I did not watch the game against Boston. And I'll go into it a little bit. I kind of told you a little before we came on. I deal with mental health issues a lot, right? And I've been dealing with my mental health for about the past month and a half, and it's been really bad this week. So that's why I've kind of been absent. I do apologize about it. I'm doing the best I can, trying to handle it. I had a dream about being in the minefield again, and it just really messed with my head. So I'm trying to get through it. It's been a rough time for me. So I appreciate your patience when I'm going through this, Justin.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely, I think it's a better product that we can put out when, we're both feeling up to it and we're both, excited and, have the right mindset, per se.
Yeah. And I do get that. I really do. And I wish that for the most part, I did have a better mindset going forward. You've done a great job with the TikToks and the things like that. And I really appreciate you continuing to do those. I know I've been absent with some of that, and I'm trying to get back to it. Just give me a chance and tune the channel to the National Rodeo Championships Thursday. That's from Chris Shockey. Shockey says, well, crap, what you all doing? And actually, so next Saturday is the only college football game I care about. And somebody in my VFW post must be an Air Force person, because I scheduled our Christmas party at the same time as the Army Navy game.
Yeah.
No sense, right? But, so that's what it is. I don't even know where the Blue schedule is here lately. I've just been so out of it. Let's see. Man, I'm in the wrong month. That's why nothing's working out for me. Okay, here we go. The Blues are taking on, I got to update this, man. Taking on the Ottawa Senators in the nation's capital. The first time I heard Hanger say that, I went, wait a minute. they're not in DC. And then I realized, wait a minute, Canada, Ottawa is the ancient capital of Canada. So it took me a moment to figure that out. Earlier today, the Colorado Avalanche defeated the New York Rangers 3-2 in overtime. And in another overtime thriller, the Florida Panthers squeaked past the Blue Jackets 7-6. I think those scores tell you. I don't know for a fact, but it feels like scoring is way, way up today.
Yeah, I think it's. I think scoring in general, but it kind of goes to the fact of how we were talking about on our last show, where I think we might have like goaltending is kind of down while the scoring is up. So I don't know if it's poor goaltending around the league, or if it's just these players are just able to capitalize on more when they get the chances.
I maybe I don't know. Were there any major rule changes this year? I don't think so, right?
As far as I know, I don't think so.
I know usually like every year the NHL comes out and tells refs that they're focusing on something, but it doesn't feel like they're, because I think I don't have I got to pull my game notes up. I still think the Blues are like one of the least. Hi, Sharon. How are you? That's Roland's mom. How are you? We appreciate you being here. I'm pulling it up now. But I think the Blues are still like one of the least penalized teams in the league.
I think they are the least penalized team, if I'm not mistaken. I think they are the least penalized team.
28 games, 187 penalty minutes, 6.7 a game. That's first in the NHL. I mean, that's, and I think I talked about this last time. I think that might be one of the reasons that the penalty kill percentage is as low as it is, because the eye test doesn't sit there and tell you that the penalty kill is as bad as it is.
No,
right?
and it's weird too, because I'd love to see where Ottawa is, because the Blues penalty kill has not been as bad as the 70. I think it's like 75% that it shows right now. The team that's worse than the Blues is the Ottawa Senators. They have 68% on the penalty kill. So
they're 31st. They're 31st in the league.
Oh, no,
right?
I was talking about on the penalty kill, I was talking about it would be interesting to see where they rank in penalties taken.
8.8, 17th.
So 17th, so kind of middle of the pack, almost middle of the pack. So
right, I mean they're averaging 2 minutes, right at 2 minutes more than the Blues are. So one extra penalty per game. They're averaging 4 penalties, or I guess that's, you can't say that because of the fighting majors that go into this. I look at tonight's game as one of those games where I'm from the state of Missouri, and you got to show me, right? I want the Blues to show me who they are. I mean, that's where I'm coming out. Who are you? Right?
It's going to be interesting. I think that this game could go either way. If I'm honest, I think Ottawa's going to have a little bit of pushback, considering that we beat them in the last game. And I'll be honest, the game that we played Ottawa here, Ottawa did not look impressive. I thought the score was close, but this was not a game where Ottawa looked anywhere near the Ottawa that I expected to see. I think you're gonna definitely see that Ottawa team come out here in Ottawa. At least you would hope so if you're an Ottawa fan, because the first showing against the Blues was not that impressive.
Yeah, I can't remember if I watched that game or not.
You did. I'm sure you did. It was. I thought we did it. I thought we did it live. I thought
we may have. I don't remember. That's the thing with me in this mental health sometimes.
Or maybe not. But I'm sure you watched it. I'm sure you did see it, because it was the first game Brady Tkachuk came back.
Yeah, I think I watched part. I may have only watched like the third period of that one. Didn't we like really kill him in the third period? like score.
Yeah, goals was getting well. It was a back and forth thing, but the Ottawa Senators were heavily getting outplayed. The only time Ottawa showed any fight was at the end when they had the 6-on-5. Like other than that, the Blues controlled that game pretty much all game. And then, but it was so weird because the score was so close, but outside of a few bounces like that were like funny bounces, like one hit off Pareko's like skate, and then it landed right in front of Perron, and he scored. Just bad bounces.
Yeah. Jason says, before anyone beats me down on my Benner post, I was just upset at our team overall and want to change a kickstart, perhaps. I see. Here's my thing with the goaltending, and I want to bring something up really quick. Right? Everyone sits there, and maybe eye test tells you something. Hofer, 13 games, is 3-5-2. Bennington is 6-7-5. So he's actually points wise, points percentage, he's a little better, right? Goals against average is 3.29 for Hofer. It's 3.30 for Bennington. Save percentage, Hofer 882, Bennington 874. What does that tell you? That screams something to me. It really screams something to me, and I wonder if it screams something to you.
I mean, this is where we have differed. The goaltending we talked about was abysmal to start the year. It got a little better. I'm still in the camp that those stats, for me, the one thing that's crazy to me, especially with Hofer, is Hofer had such an incredibly bad start. I mean, incredibly bad. So the fact that his stats now look, they're definitely not where they need to be, but the fact that his stats look like they do right now after the abysmal start that he had, where he was giving up, 6-7 goals a game. I'm still in the camp of Hofer's playing better than Bennington. I'm sorry, that's just my opinion.
I think you're missing something here, right? And I get what you're saying. Maybe the eye test does say that Hofer's playing a little better than Bennington, but their numbers are equal. When both goaltenders have equal numbers, that tells me goaltending's not the issue. The issue is the team in front of them.
But
Allen a lot.
Yeah, I still, like I said, that those stats are even because the way that Hofer started the season. If Hofer played how he was the whole season, the stats wouldn't be anywhere near as close. I think the stats are close. I think that speaks more to how Bennington has played this season rather than how both goaltenders have played, because Hofer started so bad, his stats were so bad, and now they're on equal level to Bennington's numbers. Even though Hofer was giving up so many weak goals and so many goals to begin with, Bennington wasn't as allowing as many goals against like Hofer was. But
I might want to go back and look at that a little bit, because I actually think that they were both they both played bad to start the season. I remember. So you had the first game where you had, and we'll get to some comments here in a few minutes. You had the first game where Bennington gave up 5 goals, 5-0. Then you had Hofer wins the Blues' first game at Calgary. Bennington wins the first game in Vancouver, and then you have the Dallas game, you have the Chicago game. You can go and see where they've had good games, and they both had bad games. All around. So, I mean, I think if you went and broke it down and went almost game by game, you would see that overall the numbers have stayed close to equal the majority of the time. I mean, and that's something I can check later and we can go through it, right?
Yeah. Well, and like I said, I get it. I love both goaltenders, and it has been a struggle this year. They're not anywhere. Both of them are not anywhere near they need to be. But we talk about eye test. I can easily see who's the better goaltender on the ice, and it's Hofer right now. And I'm sorry, but that's just who's playing better. He had some great saves in the last game against when he came in for relief for Bennington on those two. And I will say that we talked about that. The first one, maybe you can give him a little bit of slack. I still think that Jordan Bennington should be able to make that save. He gave up 2 early goals. I like what Jim Montgomery did. I like that he pulled him. And I like his explanation behind why he did it. He did it because early in the season when the Blues gave up early goals, he didn't pull the goalie. He gave them a long leash. He didn't do that this time. Hofer came in, played spectacular. The Blues still lost that game. It kind of ruined the momentum because I thought the Blues came out well when they played Anaheim, and then they slowly lost it. After giving up the 2, might I add, shit goals. I mean, I'm just gonna say it. They were shitty goals. And then you come into Boston. The first 2 goals not on Bennington. Third one kind of questionable, not too bad. The fourth one where he comes in 2-on-2 and the guy shoots the puck, cross the grain. That's the save that Bennington. The fact of the matter is Bennington is not making the saves that we usually expect him to make. And what do you say all the time? He makes the saves that you don't expect a goaltender to make. And yes, he does have spurts of that. The fact of the matter is he's not making the saves he usually does make. So you're seeing a lot of weak goals. Hofer is getting beat too, and the Blues are not getting the wins that they need. But Hofer is playing significantly better. Like it is crazy to me the confidence I see in Hofer rather than Bennington right now. And it could just be a head thing, but Bennington has given up a lot of weak goals this year, and so has Hofer. But as of the longest stretch of games here, Hofer, he's making it hard for teams to beat him.
I see some of what you're saying, and I don't. And we'll kind of we might get into it more later. Maybe on. So, by the way, this is our Sunday show too, because I have to do tomorrow is Pearl Harbor Day, and I got tasked to do some stuff with the VFW. There's a parade, and I got to go do some things with that tomorrow night during when we would normally do our show. So I do apologize about that. Richard Campbell says, "Hey, guy, how you doing, Richard?" Ryan Green says, "Hey, ladies, how you doing, girl? Good to see you there." Richard asked if I still have the website doing hockey articles. Unfortunately, I do not. But we have talked. Me and have talked about possibly restarting it. Just going to take some time. We need to get one of the things that I said is I need 1,000 followers on TikTok and YouTube before I start the website back up. Bruins fan here. Dogs, welcome, man. Great. We love having fans from any of the things. Ryan says a lot of the losses are 1-goal games. That has been true. Everybody isn't playing good. Even the goaltending being better isn't good enough sometimes. I agree with you. Then he says defense about what we were talking about. Hasek, Raw, and Marty wouldn't look good on this team. I kind of agree with that too. It's decided to put the flag based on -24.
The biggest thing for this Blues team right now, and I'm gonna say this because everybody harps on the defense and everybody says the biggest issue for the St. Louis Blues right now is they do not know how to finish. If the Blues would get more offense, if they would put more goals in the back of the net, I think the Blues start to win games. The defense is not as bad as everyone thinks it is. The team has looked better. It's gradually got better and better and better over the season here. And although it's not perfect, there was some blown coverages in the Boston game. But you also have to, everybody was all on Parayko and Broberg's nutsacks on the first goal. The first goal happens because Kyrou doesn't get the puck in the zone. Kyrou doesn't dump the puck deep. The puck gets turned over. Broberg and Parayko are out of position, and then it leads to a 2-on-1. That is Kyrou not getting the puck in the net. That's not on Broberg, and that's not on Parayko. You have to get the puck in deep. When you have no options, get the puck in deep. That's what they show. That's what they teach you in hockey. The second goal, you have Parayko and Broberg. They are in the corner. Broberg's in the corner with his guy. Parayko leaves the front of the net for some reason. He leaves the front of the net and then leaves a Boston guy wide open in front of Bennington. That can't happen. Parayko is better than that. He's a veteran defenseman. So that one, yes, on Parayko. But the people that were given like that pairing so much slack for that Boston game, I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, you got to have Parayko not leave the front of the net. I do agree there, but you can't blame him for that first goal. That first goal. You can't blame those two guys for that first goal. Not going to happen. But it's the finishing factor. If the Blues can finish, I think they're going to start to win more games. The offense is struggling.
Yeah. Oh, man, we are way behind on comments, man. Ryan Green says it's hard to say the defense when the start of the year, the numbers was the goalies alone playing like crap. Okay. I mean, I'm just going through comments right now. You can put some on the players in front, but I don't think the goalie has been good besides a couple of games each. I think it's the saves that shouldn't be made for me. That Hoffer has a lot of them. Matt Lowe agrees with you, Justin. Hoffer's been playing better lately. Dog says I drafted Holloway in fantasy. He's been horrible. All the Blues have been horrible in fantasy. Trust me. To be fair,
Thomas for me has been good. He hasn't been fantastic, but Thomas has been good for me.
None of my players have been good right now, and then I got one of my two goalies hurt, and my other goalie.
Well, you should. Well, Suter. See, the thing is it's weird how fantasy works. You have Suter, don't you?
Yeah, I have.
Don't you have Suter? But and he should. And realistically, I hate the way that some of that works sometimes, and it may just be how the league's set up. But Suter should be doing what? Because you don't. The thing is it doesn't really count. Like you don't really see effort, and you don't see like how the player's playing. Because I think Suter's been fantastic this year. So, to the Blue, I'm a Blues fan, so obviously it's going to be a bias.
The way my fantasy works, you get points for offense, goals, assists, points, negative penalty minutes, hat tricks, power play points, shorthanded points, hits, giveaways, takeaways, face-offs. I think that's all. I might be missing like one category there. Shots and then shots. Yeah. And individually, though, he has not been good in any of those categories. Right. Yeah. I mean, but then again, I will say, like I said, I'm not going to take any Suter slander because I'm not going to get into it. But Suter's been one of the most dynamic and smart players all year. He doesn't take many penalties. He doesn't. I don't even recall him taking a penalty. He maybe one I recall. He doesn't take many penalties. He's just a very smart player with a puck. I don't think that we'll get as a lot for Hofer as everybody thinks.
Bennington,
right?
you said? You think?
Hofer, I mean Bennington. Yeah, sorry. I don't think we'll get as much as because the way he's playing right now. I don't think we'll get as much. He's contract friendly. That's the only thing that will help us is it's contract friendly. At $6 million this year and next year, that's team friendly. That's a team friendly cut. Matt Lowe says true, not true. Oh, hey Lips, what's up, fella? Good luck tonight. Yeah. Thank you. And Lips, thank you for sending me that thing about cutting. Doing the reels in that. I'm going to look into that. I appreciate that.
Sorry, hang on. Because me and him have been doing some lives. So yeah, if this is Lips, he's a Rangers fan. We had him on, last week. If you weren't here to watch that, he's a good friend of the show. Good guy. Give him a like, give him a follow. He's on the Instigator hockey show. And Matt, shout out to you because you were right about your predictions on the Rangers. You said the Rangers would steal a point, and they absolutely did today. So that's a good pick. So I just want to get that out.
Yeah, the only thing this team is consistent at is playing when they want and how they want. Okay, that's not bad. Shin Falk gets traded. I guess he's asking who gets traded first, Shin or Falk. I think Falk would probably get traded before Shin, and Matt Lowe agrees. He's having a better year. Right-handed defense needed. on most teams. That's about Falk. Jason says, thank you for your service. You're welcome. I'm tired of beer league mistakes. 2D and the center all in the same corner. That's from Chris Shockey. We've got a lot. We've had up to 15 people watching the show tonight. That's really good. Defense is looking better, Justin. The numbers prove that, but the offense is almost non-existent, coming from Ryan Green.
Well, might I add, you don't have to tell me. I just told you that the defense is not bad. It's the offense not being able to score is the problem. That's exactly what I just said.
Yeah.
The defense isn't the issue. Philip Broberg is showing you exactly why he's going to be a number one defenseman for the St. Louis Blues in a couple of years. He's showing you exactly why he's going to be that. Falk has been good. Fowler could be a little better, but since Fowler and Mayu have been paired together, I thought that they've been fine. I think they've looked pretty good together. I mean, there's no harping on that. It's just the offense needs to score.
Yep. Ryan asked, are you both staying on during the game? Yes, we are. At least we plan on it. Like 3-on-1 in OT. I'm not sure what he's talking about there. And E is here. Welcome, E. That's all the comments we got to. We've got, I don't know what we got before the game comes back on, probably about 10 minutes or so. So let's get into game predictions. I didn't make one today. I honestly, I just wasn't feeling it. But as we're talking, I look at possibly the score is good. I think the score will be the same as the last one, 4-3. I just don't know who's going to win. And who's going to win is going to depend on who shows up. Which Blues team is going to show up? The team that wants to give you an effort, the team that doesn't want to give you effort. It's the team that wants to give you an effort, they're going to win the game. It's the team that doesn't want to give you an effort, they're not. I would say that my player to watch, I'm going to go with Falk. I'm going to go with Falk and see defensively, what he's got, and see if on the power play, what game was it? They had 6 power plays and didn't score any on any of them, or 7 power plays. That was
Anaheim. That was
right.
There was, like I said, there was 3 main factors to that Anaheim game. It was the missed chances. The Blues had a lot of chances, a lot of open nets that they didn't capitalize on. 6 power plays that they didn't score on any of them, and then the third one was the weak start for goaltending.
I'm not going to put your comment up, Brian, but I'm going to read some of it. I'm not going to go all of it because I think that you made a personal attack on the team. But he says, do you remember when we would look at the leadership of this team, Tarasenko, Pietrangelo, Perron, Steen, and O'Reilly? Now you look at our leadership, and he says a bunch of quiet, and then he makes weak and emotional pieces. I don't know if it's completely that, but I will say that in some ways the leadership is quiet. I think Walker being out hurts this team a lot more than people know. Right?
I think all them guys being out. I think all them 3 guys play a lot, of a big factor than you think. I think Jimmy Snuggerud, he has a scoring punch. He is able to score. We have seen it. He has a great shot. Walker, he's just, we talk about him a lot. He's he's like the heart of the Blues almost. Torpchenko, he brings a lot of sneaky speed and physicality to the lineup that you need on that fourth line.
Is Walker still on the? Is he still out? Is he still out?
Yeah. Walker's going to be out for 6 weeks.
Oh, he is out 6 weeks because they still got it. They don't have him listed on IR here.
Yeah, 6 weeks. Jimmy Snuggerud, I think, is 8 weeks and then reevaluated with his wrist. And then Torpchenko.
He's freezing. Yeah, you're frozen, Just. He'll be back in a sec. There you go.
Yeah, can you?
Yeah, you were frozen, bud.
Yeah. I said, Walker out for 6. I think Snuggerud will be reevaluated in 8 weeks for his wrist. And Torpchenko, he could be back, I think, whenever his burns feel a little better because he got burns from a home incident.
Yeah, it sounds like I heard someone say, and again, rumor, conjecture, frying a turkey, but it sounded like it might have been like They didn't say it was oil burns. They said scalding burns, and scalding is usually water, right?
Yeah.
But it could be also from a frying of a turkey, but
yeah, it's a weird. Well, it's a weird one because didn't he come back and play after Thanksgiving? He played one game and then it happened, right?
No, well, I don't think that. I think that they actually did their Thanksgiving on the Sunday.
Oh,
right?
Okay.
Yeah, I think that because again, a Russian player, maybe they just because of the travel schedule and all of that, maybe they just did it on Sunday when they were home.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. So, John, you've got this so wrong, John. He says, and Guy was ready to get rid of Walker 2 years ago. I was not ready to get rid of Walker. I've always liked Walker. I just didn't think that the team was going to keep Walker around overall. I would have kept him. I'm glad the team did keep him. You keep twisting that, John, and I'm going to shoot you on that. You keep twisting it. Snooki was 6 weeks. Reevaluation. Walker was 8 weeks. What is Walker?
Okay.
What is Walker's injury?
I can't. I actually don't because I actually don't know because it was reported. I didn't see anything on the ice. I could have missed something. But okay, it was switched around. I thought it was the either way, but yeah, I think it was. Yeah, that does sound about right. 6 for Snug and then 8 for. But then again, though, depending on the injuries and how they heal, I mean, you could be back. I mean, Robert Thomas was supposed to miss, or not Robert Thomas. Jake Neighbors was supposed to miss 8 weeks or 6 weeks, and he was back before that. So, you never know. It's just how the body heals. Everybody's different.
Wasn't it a wrist for Neighbors? Or was it
no, it was a leg.
Leg? Okay.
No, yeah, because remember he got tripped and then he went into the boards or whatever.
Yeah. Snugard being out isn't a setback for this team. He has 1 goal all season, I believe.
Absolutely no, he doesn't. It's not 1 goal. Absolutely not. That whoever said that take is absolutely wrong. Snuggerud brings a lot to this. Huh? Yeah.
Ryan Green.
Ryan. Snuggerud being out absolutely brings a lot of things to this team because Jimmy Snuggerud is exactly what you're missing. You're missing an offensive piece. Boys are struggling offensively.
5 goals, 6 assists, 11 points.
Yeah,
that's not
so nothing outstanding by any means, but absolutely not. The fact that you're saying that he doesn't score and he wouldn't do anything, no, that's not accurate at all. Jimmy Snuggerud was actually playing very good hockey. He's played very good hockey this year. He's a young kid. He's not as young as some of the rookies, but he is still young. He's very young.
Upper body for Walker. Okay. You said he was going to be a second-hand coach. I don't know what you mean there. I didn't think that Walker was going to be risked for Snugard surgery. Okay. That may with surgery, I'll tell you what, I had surgery on my wrist and it took me almost a year, right, to get my wrist back. So, I mean, maybe and again, I know it's not the same. I don't know if you can see the scar on my wrist.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
Right along this vein, I've got a pretty good scar when I broke my wrist with the Warriors. I think I showed you that, right?
No, I don't think so.
Oh. Snoogi's the wrist. We're also down 4 players. We were also down 4 players against Boston. I'm just talking offensively. Currently, he isn't standing out, but no one is. That's true. We're talking about Snuggie.
I would say no. That fourth line was very good, and Boston. Fourth line's been very good 5-on-5. Joseph has been absolutely outstanding. The effort that you see from Joseph is absolutely outstanding. Bukestad had a good game against Boston. Like I said, I feel everybody has a magnifying glass, and no one seems to magnify anything. It's always just a big scope. You can never just pick one positive. It's always got to be negative. So you see a team that's struggling that may not be winning. Oh, so the whole team played terrible. No, there's individual performances that were good in the Boston game. There's individual performances that you could pick from almost every game outside of a few. Okay.
Yeah.
The fourth line was good against Boston. Thomas and the most of the team was good in Anaheim or against Anaheim. They just they missed some open nets. They missed some chances. I mean, it doesn't mean that they played bad. They just missed their opportunities. Their power play was bad. The power play is struggling because we had two guys out. One, we had P. Suter out. Now he's back, so that helps it a little bit. But you have to forget that you're also missing Jimmy Snuggerud, who was also on that second power play unit. So that further demonstrates why I said Jimmy Snuggerud being out is a massive blow for this team, because now you don't really have a second power play unit. You have one unit, and this second unit is just a mismatch of guys. So both power play units were playing very good. Like when the Thomas unit was struggling, Jimmy Snuggerud's unit would pick up the slack. And when the Snuggerud line or unit wasn't good, the Thomas line would usually pick up the slack. Now you only have one line or one unit doing something.
Yeah, I see where you're going with that. I see where you're going with that, and that makes sense to me. Ryan says, where was it? God, man, talk about deja vu. I had a dream that Ryan was going to put these things up, or was it right? Or not? Yeah. I had a dream about these next two comments, actually. Snuggie and Dvorsky have been the only bright spots to me this year. I find myself watching them play. I think there's been more bright spots than just that. Ryan says, I think Joseph stands out when the team is playing like crap. Joseph just needs to finish. He's Kaepernick, basically. I don't know if that's a true statement. It was
Joseph. I'll take Joseph over Kasperi Kapanen any day.
Are you talking about me, John? It was hilarious, Justin. He picked himself off the ice. I think I broke my wrist. Yeah, that's what I said when I picked myself off the ice. I think I broke my wrist. I don't know if it was hilarious. I can't believe you think it was hilarious. But
yeah, I mean that's the massive concern for this team. It's the scoring factor. If the Blues can put more goals in the back of the net, I don't think this team is going to struggle as much to struggle to string together some wins. The offense, like you had some spurts of games where the offense will show up, and then it's not like an effort thing. I still see the team showing effort out there, and then it's just either like a bad goal happens or a few bad goals happen, just like it did in Anaheim and just like it did in the Boston game. Because you didn't watch the Boston game, but the team came out good. They looked good, and then Boston scored, and then they kind of fell off, and then Boston took a 2-0 lead, and then the second period, the Blues were the better team for the first 5 minutes of the second period, and then they scored. The Blues were getting all the momentum in the world, and then another goal goes in, and it was a rebound that went all the way to the half boards, and it was a slap shot, and that's why I was saying that it's probably one Bennington should have had, but it's questionable just because of how good the shot was. And then the fourth one was a guy who just came in and shot across cross grain. He came in and he's a left-handed shot, and he shot right back to the right side. That's one that Bennington probably should have had. And then the fifth one, nothing you can do about that one. So I don't know. It's a struggle because I see good things, and then, it just seems to fall apart.
Well, let's see what happens today. I'm going to sit back and with an open mind to today's game, kind of get through it. And Ryan says you had a dream. No, I had a dream that I saw those comments, not of you, but those comments. So nice try. And then Matt will go, I bet it involved that coconut bra guy wears in some fashion, Ryan. Ha ha ha, the grass skirt shaking it. I don't think you've ever seen that video, have you? Did I ever show you that one?
No.
I'll pull that up later. When one of the early shows, I wore a coconut bra and a grass skirt. One of the very, very early shows.
Yeah, as for you gave your prediction, you said what, 4-3? Who
Yeah.
wins?
I like
Does
I
it go
said,
into overtime?
I don't think it'll be an overtime game. So if I'm saying 4-3 non-overtime, then it's going to be the Blues because they don't hit empty nets.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a true statement. How many empty net goals do they have? I think they have like 2 all year.
I'm gonna say, let's see. I'm gonna say 3-2 Blues.
3-2 Blues.
Yeah. I was gonna go 4-2, but I was like, yeah,
Ryan asked, Dustin, does Guy know your birthday?
probably not.
November 6th?
No.
November 9th.
Yeah. November 9th.
There we go. Ryan says, I think Ottawa 4-2 wins 4-2. They're gonna
have a push. They're gonna have a push. Like I said, Ottawa was not good in the first game against St. Louis. I expected a lot better from them. So they're at home. They're going to be pushing. They're gonna want to get some revenge on the Blues for the last game.
That was the first game Brady was back, so I think that affects some of that. When you get a player like him back, if that was his first game of the season, that's going to mess the chemistry up a little bit. It's going to change things a little bit, and I think we saw some of the effect of that. Hopefully, so you can. Brady's going to be Brady tonight. Wow, Matt Lowe says Blues 7-4. I would love to score.
Well, and the thing is, though, is that is the case. I will say, yeah, Brady coming back in, but the Ottawa Senators. The Ottawa Senators are not. They're good, but they're not as good as they were kind of like most people expected them to be. I mean, obviously they're not terrible, but their scoring is not high either. Like they're above the Blues for goals for per game, but they're not. It's not incredibly high for them. They're only like 0.7 to 3 goals for. So I mean, it's nothing incredible by any means. So both teams have kind of struggled.
Senators are at 3.07. Then the Blues are at 2.54. So they're better than a half goal better.
Yeah,
right.
But but they're like I said, they have their spurts. They have their spurts where Ottawa is not scoring. They also have goaltending issues over there.
A lot of goals. So the Blues are at are giving up 3.5 goals, and the Senators giving up 3 1/3 goals, right? And they're both giving up and taking about the same amount of shots, right? And that's actually, I like the fact that the Blues shot total giving up is 27. I like that.
Yeah, the Blues have not and that goes to why I was saying the defense hasn't been as bad as people say it is, because when has the Blues ever been a consistent like 27 goals or shots against team? Very rarely.
The last couple of years they've been way over 30. This is a nice thing to see. I just wish that they could stop the goals against. They could get that out. I say we freak Ottawa out tonight at the power play and have Devo covering left to right with that absolutely sick one-timer. Devo's still a young kid. He's got a hovering. Okay. Hovering. Yeah. Wait, maybe. Let's hope he does good. Let's hope let's hope the whole team does good tonight. Well, we'd like to see it. It makes for a better show when they do good. And by the way, I want to make sure everybody can hear this. So let me know if you can hear this out there in Blues land. You hear that, Justin?
No.
You don't hear the applause?
No.
That's got to be. Then it's got to be a StreamYard thing. Huh. Yeah, that's got to be a StreamYard thing that it's not coming out then.
So Ottawa is Travis Green. They're showing Travis Green. Ottawa's 2-4 in their last 6.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to try it one more time. Let me know if you hear it. You hear that?
no, I mean I can hear. It's like it. No, I can hear like little claps here and there, but No, it's
Yeah, then
thank-
you're hearing that from my headset because my headset's so loud. Game's on, so let's. I'm at 1947.
yeah. We're synced until the commercial.
Okay,
I'm sure.
yeah. Nice save.
Oh, nice
Good
save
shot.
by nice save
Nice
by
save.
good shot by Neighbors. Oh yeah, my I think. No, I'm not gonna take Neighbors just because of what I've seen there. My player to watch tonight will be let's say I'll go with Dylan Holloway. I'll go with Dylan. I like to change it up a bit. I don't like to pick the same player over back to back.
So it's got to be something with StreamYard why it's not playing. I'll have to send that to him. I don't know if that was icing or offside. It looked like it could have been both to me. Calvin looked like he was way over the line before that puck got there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think who you said Falk.
Yeah, I said Falk. Jason says Devo.
I think it's gonna be. I think that this line could be impactful. I think it'll probably be either for me. It'll be Holloway or
Is
Kyrou.
Buff playing his first game tonight?
I don't know. We didn't go over the lineup. I actually didn't look at it. If I'm honest.
But I don't know. Maybe I think Luff played a game last year. I think he got his rookie lap last year. I could be wrong.
Yeah, his player's Devo. Yeah, not bad. I like to see him have a good game. But, but like I said, it's kind of hit or miss. I can see I can even see Thomas having a good game. I don't think someone was telling me the other day that Thomas he gets outplayed by every first line center, and I said absolutely not. You are not looking. You are definitely reaching there. I don't know how you come up with that solution, but people see the game, I guess, differently.
Yep, Luff's not playing tonight.
What do you think about that? Did you hear me?
I heard part of it. Can you say it again?
I said someone on Facebook, or I don't remember if it was on Facebook or Twitter, said that Thomas was getting outplayed by every first line center, and I said, you do know that Thomas shut down Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl, right, this year. You do know that he shut down a high-powered Dallas offense, right? Like, I feel like people don't think before they say something. It's incredible.
Yeah, well, yeah, they make superlative statements, all or nothing statements when that's not always true. Thomas blew a tire there and led to a 2-on-1 that Hoffer made a great save on. Great save.
Yeah, good save. Yeah, that was a good save. The Ottawa player waited too long to throw that puck on net.
Luff has played with played NHL with the Kings, Preds, and Wings, not with the Blues. Okay. He's 28. I didn't think he was that old. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's old.
I thought Luff had games. I didn't think he was a rookie. I didn't think he was a rookie.
Yeah, for me, my player to watch here for Ottawa is probably going to be Shane Pinto. Or I actually, I don't even know if Shane Pinto's in this game. I know he was. I think he was day to day. I could be wrong. I don't know. No, okay, no, he's in there. I think. Oh no, that's Perron. I think Pinto's in there. Okay, so he's not. Okay, so I guess he's dealing with something. So.
Yeah, I don't see his name on the. Yeah, he's not on the.
Yeah.
Why not?
He might be. Which was weird. I don't know why Fantasy had it. Thomas is in this game, but they had him listed as day to day for some reason.
Day to day, yeah.
I don't know why.
I think it was a lower body. He didn't play the third period of the Boston
Good
game.
play, Holfer.
And they came out and said he was nursing an injury. That's why he went.
Well, for all the I think that was for all the Bush haters, Bush has had some legs in this game already.
Yeah. Which logo do you prefer for Ottawa? The one they have now or the one before? I kind of like the one now. Oh, nice
Nice
move
save.
there, Kyrie.
I don't know. I'm not. I haven't really given it much thought, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I think I do like this one better. I think it really shows the like that senator, in the logo.
Kyrie just took a knee-to-knee hit.
There you go, Holloway. Get in there. I like it.
I don't like Kyrie being down with a knee injury.
No. Well, let's see it. I didn't see it. They just cut to Kyrie on the ground there.
Kyrie can't get up.
Yeah, that's not good. Just what the Blues need, right? Another injury.
Yeah. There you go.
Let's see.
They're showing it now.
Okay, so that first of all, that was a slash on.
That was intentional. Oh, that was intentional. Now you think about the 5 minute that Torpachenko got. If this is more intentional than that, this should be a 5 minute.
Well, first of all, and I think that this was the same guy. This was the same guy that slashed Devo right before that. I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So it should have been a slash, and this could be a knee on knee type of thing. But the NHL won't call it because that's what they do. They're a pillar of inconsistencies. So hopefully it just they did
on that.
Guy, what have I said? What have I told you the whole season?
I know that makes no sense. That was direct knee on knee, and he was against the boards.
Yeah, my face. I'm not shocked at all. I am not shocked at all. This is the NHL for you. This is the NHL. Welcome.
This is why you need that official in the arena on the replay going down saying, "Hey, hold on. That was knee to knee." And that looked intentional. Like you said with the Torpachenko, there were no arms that went up, and then they go back because of who it was. Well, Kairu's in the same league as Cooley.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I mean, I'm honestly unbelievably unfazed by what I just saw. If I'm completely honest with you, yeah. This league has continued to embarrass themselves on every single level, and it just continues. Oh, good play Holloway. Way to get that puck to Joseph. Joseph just missed.
I'm at 16 flat. You?
Good save, Holfer. I just got the Holfer save.
Yeah. So we're close. We're close.
Yeah. Yeah, that probably needed to be a penalty. Well, first of all, it should have been a penalty. It should have been a penalty to begin with because you see it in the replay. Devo gets slashed. I mean, absolutely just slashed all hell. And then I think the same guy does the hit on Kyrou. So yeah, it's just the NHL messing something up.
I guess those Cairo haters will get what they want.
Oh, Kachuk's going off the ice too.
Tucker put down the table. So physical game. Oh, please do not give a penalty for this when you weren't giving a penalty to Kyrou. This is bullshit. Oh man, I guess my sailor's coming out.
Let's see what happens. Oh, that looked. Oh, that looked almost intentional. But I think that was a message. That was a fucking message if I've ever heard one. Sorry for my language.
4 minutes.
Nice. So they're gonna call a penalty, and they didn't call the penalty on the last one. So this is the issue with the NHL.
Oh wow, yeah, he got him right in the face.
Well, and for me, what that was a message. I think that was because I think that was intentional. The way that Thomas had no reason to put his stick up like that. I think that was intentional. To be honest, I think that was, oh, you took out one of our guys unintentional. I'm gonna try to fucking hit you in the face. Goddamn, my bad. I'm sorry, I'm heated. I can't like.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I can't believe it, man. The NHL is such a joke. It's such a joke. I'll tell you what, and this is the one aspect of Ottawa. People talk about the Blues being such a dirty team. Ottawa's a dirty team, man. They really do a lot of dirty shit. They really do. I see it all the time.
Matt Lowe says Thomas isn't intentionally poking Brady in the eyes, Dustin. No way.
I don't know though, but because that puck, yeah, I don't know though, but like, I don't think Thomas is a dirty guy. What that to me screamed is you took out Kyrou, so I'm gonna try to intentionally do something to your top guy. That's what that looked like to me because that puck was away, and then Thomas had no reason to put his stick up. Like the puck was already gone.
Yeah. Need a big penalty kill here early in the game.
I think that's just so freaking bogus, man. I really do. That's just so.
Well, I get calling that, but how do you not, when Kyrou gets hit, not get, go and do the same thing? Go and come together and say, wait a minute, what happened here? And they don't do that because the play starts right away. I mean, It's obvious Kyrou was hurt, and he's holding his knee, right? And then Kachuk's back already.
Yeah, Kachuk's back on the ice already. I think he does. Yeah, I don't know. The Kyrou thing, like, yeah, you can call the Thomas one but the thing is I don't think the Thomas one happens without the, like, if Kyrou doesn't get hurt, I don't think the Thomas one happens because I really do think that he did that on purpose.
Yeah. Ryan says, you don't purposely high stick someone in the face if you're not frustrated and being a pouty little bee. Was Brady even bleeding? No, I don't think he was. I think the NHL the referees felt it was intentional. That's why they gave the 4 minutes.
Nice block. Right? Oh, that's unfortunate. It's okay though. It was all as long as it's not a throw it over the glass delay again. All right. Well, the Blues have killed a minute 2 minutes. Sorry, right?
No, a minute and 10.
No, a minute and 10. Yeah. All right. Well, the penalty kill looks good so far. It hasn't. They haven't got any crazy chances. So.
No, one. They had one that Hoffer made a really good save on. They've had 2 shots this power play.
Oh, nice pick.
He should have thrown that a lot harder down the boards. I mean, it was a great pick, but I wish he would have thrown it a little harder down the boards. But they did a good job. I mean, it took time off the clock. That's what's important.
Nice play. What were you saying now? You should have what?
Bukestad did a great pick, but I wish he would have. He did. He didn't get the puck as deep as I would have liked him to got, but they did a good job of keeping them from in the neutral zone. They killed time off the clock, and that's good. Now they killed the first penalty, right? They killed the first one. Now they're on the second. I think they got 2 shots on the first.
Ottawa looks very discombobulated. I'm not going to lie on this power play. A lot of missed passes. Not really clean right now.
Yeah, they're having trouble getting in the zone, and the Blues are making it hard for them to get in the zone. I'll say that.
Good job, Hofer.
Yeah, he
didn't clear it, but nice play. Good support.
Nice
That's
play.
great
All the way
support. That's
around.
Hofer. I can't give crap to Hofer. He made a good play to get it. He went up the middle, but he got picked. But that's okay. Yeah. He still made it hard for them.
I think it was a good play too. When I say some things, Justin, sometimes you misread them a little bit. All I did was say that it got picked off. I didn't say it wasn't a bad play. Just said it got picked off.
Nice save, Holmes. Nice play, Boosh. That should be offsides.
It feels like he's starting to get things going.
Yeah. He should be. Yeah, that should be an intentional offsides.
If it's intentional, then it goes down to the other zone. It's a defensive zone or an offensive zone face-off.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what I think that probably should have been. That was clearly offsides. I don't know how that was. But I also don't like though when they say offsides and then they'll blow, like when they scream offsides and then like they don't even give them time to like react. They just blow the whistle dead. I hate that sometimes.
Yeah. Good penalty kill.
Really good penalty kill. Yeah, great penalty kill by the boys. That should give you some momentum. Good kill. Yeah. But that also gives Ottawa momentum because they got I wouldn't say undeserved, but they got a power play out of something when they should have been on the penalty kill to begin with.
Yeah. Imagine the NHL adopting the icing rule on a penalty kill like junior hockey. I hope not. I do not like that at all. Right?
Yeah, that sounds terrible. Like that's giving way too much advantage to the power play team.
What I'd like to see is them not extend the crease, but go back to the old crease where it came all the way out, right? You can dotted line it and you can give it a light blue or keep it white. But if the puck goes through that the circled crease, the 180 circled crease, if the puck goes through that, then that's not icing, gets waved off, right? Because to me, that's something the goalie could have played, right? Like you talked about it before. I think we talked about this before, where you said, if the goalie could play it, then just like
it should be icing.
When a regular player could play it, it should be the same if the goalie plays. If the goalie could have played it, right? Yeah. And to me, the goalie should only quote he could have played it if it would go through what was considered the crease, right? Because you could say almost every time it's ice, the goalie could play it, right? But if it goes through that crease without him having to leave his home, then yeah, he should have to play it, right? Not let it go.
Because you see too many instances where that puck will barely touch the side of the net when the goalie should play that. Like there's no reason the goalie should not play that.
My other one comes, the other reason for this is during a 6-on-5, right? If you clear that puck down and it just barely misses going in the net, then that's a shot, right? That's a shot. You took a shot at the net, You missed, but you took a shot.
Yeah, they're
Bobby's
you know,
family here.
huh?
The whole Plager family,
Oh,
not
yeah.
just Bobby's family, but yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hopefully the Blues can get some momentum from that penalty kill. That was a good penalty kill for them.
That was a really good penalty. I think they got 3 shots on it.
Yeah.
Right.
Nice
The Blues
hit.
are being outshot 8-1. So, but again, you had a 4-minute power play or penalty kill, and then you've got. I don't know. I thought they had more than that. They're only getting credited for 1 shot.
Well, that's what I was saying about the shots thing. The NHL, whoever does the shot count, I feel like it's never right, because you'll see times where a team won't get a shot on that, but they'll register a shot for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like whoever does them when they're at the game, they don't ever get them right, or they always try to skew them. It's never
official scorekeepers, just like the Major League Baseball does.
Yeah,
right.
I just feel that
officials, that's his job.
Mm-hmm. I just feel like they skew it a bit. I feel like sometimes that there's teams that don't get that many shots and they put shots on, or a team could go without a shot for a while, and then like you'll see a team that like gets a shot, and then for some reason they'll register it to the other team. It's just a weird thing. I've always paid attention to the shot counter. I've seen some interesting things.
Yeah, the definition of a shot in the NHL is if the goalie didn't stop it, it would have been a goal. That is the definition of a shot. That's why posts don't count. Right?
Yeah.
I actually think anything that goes through the crease should be considered a shot.
Yeah.
Like soccer does. You have shots and then you have shots on goal. Right? If you take a shot and it goes above the net, that's a shot. Right? It's just not counted as a shot on goal. Hopefully the refs give us a few power plays soon. I don't know, man. I mean, if they're not going to give the Kyrou one.
Yeah, they've been garbage already. Senators could have been called for at least 3 power plays or penalty kills so far. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean that's like I said, I'm not surprised in the slightest. It's the NHL. They're embarrassing and they're a joke. So
the Blues have, according to this, at this point, 4 attempts. 1 on goal, and that was by Neighbors, and then 3 that have been blocked. Ottawa has 11 attempts, 10 on goal, 1 that missed the net.
Yeah, I could, like I said,
not yet. I don't think that.
I think they blocked 1. I know they blocked at least 1 on the power play or on the penalty kill.
Yeah, but they didn't get credit for it. They don't have any block shots.
Of course they don't. Why would they?
They're winning the faceoff battle, 64% to 36%, 9-4, 5 against. So I mean that's something they're winning. They're not winning the hit battle, and giveaways are tied. Yeah, the scorekeeping here is starting to remind me of baseball scorekeeping. Like when a guy has a no-hitter going late or a perfect game going late, and there's a play where you think it's a hit, and then they'll give an error because the guy was close to it,
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Or something like that, give an error where you're going, I don't think that was an error. Mm-hmm. So to keep the no-hitter going, yeah.
Yeah. I truly think my view on this game changes a lot because of the Kyrou injury.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it does. And the fact that he hasn't come back concerns me. I mean, they said he didn't go all the way down the tunnel to begin with, It concerns me that, he hasn't come back yet. At least I don't think he's come back yet.
No, I haven't heard anything. They probably would have showed it.
Penalty on Thomas.
What? Interference? What?
Yeah, I don't know if it's on Neighbors. Interference.
Dude, I'm so done. Oh my God, I'm so done with this league, man. I'm so done with it. I'm so done with it.
Yeah, he sold it a little bit, but it was interference. He sold it. He did sell it, but it was interference. Right.
6 penalty minutes this period. Good play.
Yeah, he got back. He thought it was short side or the short change, so he could get back and get a stick real quick. He broke his stick. Hey, Mike, how you doing, buddy? Welcome, man.
Nice
Welcome
play.
back, Mike.
Great play, Shooter.
Yeah.
That's why I say Shooter's a good player.
Yeah. Oh, you're a little ahead of me. You saw that just before I did. Justin, Mike saying what's up. He's welcome back,
How you
Mike.
doing, Mike?
We appreciate you.
How you doing, Mike? Good play.
Yeah, he's played. He's had a good game so far. The fact that this is still scoreless is on him.
Good play. Surprised they didn't call a trip on that one. Fucking blind SOBs.
You're about 2 seconds ahead of me. I'm at 7:16.
Yeah, 7:06.
Yeah, you're about 4 seconds ahead of me.
Okay. Well, Blues killed that penalty.
0 for 3, 4 shots on goal. Way to go, Blues. Good kill.
Yeah, doesn't matter. You gave Ottawa all the momentum. They got it all. It's all of it. So that's how hockey works. It's all about momentum, and they got the momentum. It's gonna.
Yeah, but here's the thing about momentum. She is a fickle mistress.
And we're getting another penalty.
Nope. Yep, we are. Tripping.
Save over.
Oh, there we go. Finally, it ends that. Wow. Guys that normally don't get penalties are all of a sudden getting penalties. Thomas doesn't get a lot of penalties, right? Neighbors. I don't think Neighbors has a lot of penalties. I mean, I know he's aggressive, but I can look. I don't think he's got a lot of penalties up to this point, does he? Thomas, up to today's game, he had 4 penalty minutes, so he doubled his penalty minutes, right? And then Neighbors had 6 penalty minutes. So guys that normally don't get penalties all of a sudden have almost as many penalties as they had all season, right? Thomas got as many penalty minutes as he's had all season, and now Neighbors is right behind that. Right? Really, really weird. You know, that this is one game where I'm kind of agreeing with you on the because I've given the officials the benefit of the doubt, right? We know that I've given the officials the benefit of the doubt. I'm not giving the benefit of the doubt this game. This is one-sided officiating in my eyes, right? And you brought it up right away with that Cairo hit. That was knee on knee with Cairo against the boards, right? And I don't even think he had the puck. And you don't even get together and look at it. And now all of a sudden, the Blues, all they do is, my God, they're such a violent, dirty team that we got to give them all these penalties. I don't get it. I really don't get it. And I'm with you on that. For this game, I'm with you. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. Ottawa's been on the power play the whole period. There's a point when this is becoming a problem. So, Blues have one shot on that and been on the penalty kill the whole period.
And they got that shot 26 seconds into the game.
Nice play.
Hey, Dr. Detroit. The trade earlier this week was kind of, it was all minor league, so it doesn't, when it's a trade like that it doesn't really affect, and when it's a minor league trade like that, it's a future trade. So I don't have anything to say because I don't know.
Right. I will say the Akil Thomas, I believe is how you pronounce his name. It's a nothing trade. I mean, Nikita Alexandrov was not going to make the team. I don't think Akil Thomas is going to be on this team. But from what I've seen, LA fans, they weren't happy about it. They actually liked Akil Thomas. So who knows? Maybe the Blues got a decent guy to come in and possibly, because he has NHL games. He's played games up in the. For the LA Kings. So, maybe he's a guy that could possibly get some games if the Blues continue to struggle with injuries.
Yeah. I think, and I'll get to Dr. Detroit's quote here in a second. I read something that said he needed a change of scenery, right? So
I think both guys needed to change the scenery. Nikita Alexandrov, good young talented guy, but he was never going to make this Blues roster. I mean, I don't think he's going to make the LA roster, but
he had one call up. He had either one or two call ups. I know he had games in the NHL. And now
nice block. There's another block.
Gets 8 minutes of power play. So far, just in the first, yeah.
Nice.
And like I said, Cairo hasn't come back, and Dr. Detroit said the trade rumors swirling in Canada about the Blues are going crazy. I don't put a lot of attention into them.
Good save, Holmes. Jordan Cairo sustained a lower body injury and will not return. Jordan Cairo will not return. Lower body injury.
Oh, great.
Good kill for the Blues, man. 0 for 4, or 4 for 4 on the penalty kill. Good job, boys.
Yeah, I just seen the Blues tweet.
Great kill.
Boys. Yeah.
Tack on another block shot, by the way. So when they say that there's no block shots, I can firmly say that that's not accurate.
I will tell you here in a second how many block shots they have credited the Blues for. 3.
Okay, so yeah, they picked it up. Good. Good play, Bukes.
So Mo, how you doing, buddy? Welcome.
Nice back check. Oh.
Yeah, no, the hit on Torp, the Torp that he got its penalty for was nowhere near what this one was, and they got nothing off it. That makes no sense to me. You know, and I gave the benefit of the doubt to the refs on that one, and not now. Now I'm taking that benefit of the doubt away because I don't see how you can do that. Well, yeah, because they've been playing in their own zone on penalty kills. You know, you get a penalty, an offensive penalty. I mean, that, yeah, okay, I can say that was interference, but the guy sold it. So why is it that also a what do you call it? Embellishment. You know? And apparently Cooley sold his pretty good too. A Charlie horse. Oh my God, I can't get up and walk.
I mean, I mean, the neighbor's interference. I mean, the guy is the Blues are going forward. The Ottawa Senators guy gets pushed into his own zone where the puck is going. I mean, I don't know. I'm not giving the refs any benefit of the doubt. I have given the refs the benefit of the doubt for a couple seasons now. I'm done with that. I'm done with. I will call out any mistake that you make because you continue to suck at your job. So you get no benefit of the doubt from me. The Logan Cooley one, you gave them. I don't know how you would in the world. Not even just seeing this. I don't know how you would give them the benefit of the doubt on that Torchenko one because it wasn't a penalty. The closest that you could have got was a trip. That was it.
NHL Cyclops. Blind Cyclops, maybe.
Yeah. So the Blues outshot 15-1 in this period and have played on the penalty kill all period. Woo! Yeah. Good stuff, NHL. And our star winger gets put on the injury list.
15-2.
Oh. Wow. Woo! 2 shots. And our star winger will not be back in this game.
I don't think.
Good job, NHL officiating. Yeah.
Oh, it's 15-2. I don't think that the guy pushed Neighbors offsides. I mean, the way I looked at the play with the what do you call it? A non-biased eye, and okay, in a non-biased eye, I can see where you can call interference, but I also see where the Ottawa Senator guy, the only reason it gets called interference because the guy goes down on the ice. Well, look how far he goes down on. Look at where he goes down on the ice and how far after the hit before he falls. And that's, you got to stop that, right? That is not going to happen, Dr. Detroit. That is an absolute junk rumor, not going to happen in any way, shape, or form. If the game summed up our season, this would be it. Yeah, I mean, it's been, take 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Yeah. Blues are just a bad hockey team. Time for a change. I don't completely agree with that either. I don't completely agree with that either. In fact, he's not on here today, but Dante's Inferno messaged me yesterday, and he's I'll say this, he's really good at knowing when I need to talk. And he messaged me, and we talked we messaged each other back and forth about this. And one of the things that he said to me, he said, don't buy into all this media about this being a bad team, because they're not. They're just a team that hasn't got, that's snake bit, that's going to get it together, that they're going to figure it out. And I want to believe that. And a lot of me wants to believe that. Some of the eye test shows that, some of the eye test doesn't. But if they are a good team playing badly, at some point, something's got to click. I just don't know when it's going to click. It's got to happen. Matlow says they're not. Everyone is underperforming on this team. Every single player. They have 19 losses. That is bad. They're just under 500, though. They're just under 500. You got to look at that. A team that's just under. They're not 12 games under 500 at this point. They're 3 games under 500. 2 games, I think, under 500. I don't know the Blues record right off my head, but they're 9, 10, 11, 12. They're 3 games under 500. Right? They're 3 games under 500. I don't know what you mean by 4 giveaways. I don't think Hoffer had 4 giveaways. They gave him one. And that was probably the one. Too many shootouts this year. Been a lot of shootouts this year. Well, there's been a lot of overtime. I don't think there's been a lot of shootouts, but there's a lot of overtime games. Overtime losses or losses. Yeah, they you can call it. You can say that, Somo, but you still get a point. You still get the point. So, and I think the Blues have only had 3 shootouts, 2 or 3, and they haven't had many. I know that. The Blues are good enough. They have to get the correct mindset. Yes and no. Yes and no. Right? It's been a tough season. It's been a tough season. I'll admit that. Well, go over the stats. Blues had 5 attempts, 2 shots. Ottawa had 21 attempps. Hopefully Kyrou's injury isn't that bad, but I don't know. That was a direct knee on knee. 15 shots for Ottawa. Ottawa had 9 hits. The Blues had 7. I find it hard for them to have 9 hits when the Blues had the puck the majority of the game. Blues had 6 giveaways. Ottawa had 4. Each team had 1 takeaway. St. Louis blocked 4 shots. Ottawa blocked 3. And face-offs favor the Blues 53% to 47%. No goals scored. There were a total of 4 penalties. Robert Thomas got 2 of them. He got a 4-minute high sticking, double minor. So that actually counts as 2 penalties. Jake Neighbors had got 2 penalties. He got an interference and then a tripping, and almost back-to-back at 11:05 for the interference and 14:03 for the tripping. Ottawa had only got 4 shots on those 2 power plays. Halford did really well, stopping all 15 shots. And I don't know what else to say about this period. And I will say this. Officiating has been bad this game. Has been bad. And it's been one-sided. I do feel it's been one-sided.
Right? It's not just a game thing. It's a league thing. The officiating hasn't been bad for just this game. It's been bad all year. All year. Yeah. All year. Terrible. Just embarrassing.
Yeah. I don't think Jason says when he tried to clear the puck, they stop it. That's not always considered a giveaway.
Call 5 minute. They call Logan Cooley goes down. We need to call the ambulance. He can't get up and skate. And then Toropchenko gets a 5-minute ejected from the game. No disciplinary action because the NHL knew that it was not a cheap hit. It was not an intentional play. Toropchenko's not a dirty guy. And then he gets taken off. Logan Cooley's back in the next game. And then you have Kyrou who gets knee on knee. Definitely intentional because the same guy who slashed, I think, Devo is the same guy that delivers this hit. Knee on knee, no call. They go right into the action, and then Ottawa is gifted 4 power plays. 4 power plays. So Ottawa has been on the power play for pretty much all of the first period. I mean, Logan Cooley gets hurt. Gets hurt. I say that in parentheses because he was back the next game. Kyrou's out now. We don't know how long he'll be out. He couldn't put any weight on his leg. So,
right. How many goals would Benner have given up this period, Justin?
This was no, I dude. Okay, listen. People think that I'm a Binnington. I like Binnington. I love Binnington. You cannot tell me without the eye test that Hofer is not the better goaltender right now. Hofer is by far the better goaltender right now. The recent stats have shown it. Hofer has just been locked in. I will say, I think Binnington probably has I think he's in the same position as Hofer because there's been some good saves in this one, but Ottawa, they have 15 shots, but not a lot of them have been, grade A chances. I mean, the Blues have done a good job keeping them to the outside.
2 or 3. I think 2 or 3.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
Carbonneau's at the game. Justin Carbonneau's at the game.
Yeah, and I'm telling you right now, this kid's going to be very, very good. Carbonneau is going to be very, very good. He might have been a steal at 19th, honestly. Yeah. I think he's going to be a very good player.
I think that he might he could be up next season.
He could be with the way that the guy has it. He has the scoring. He's going to be a Jordan Kyrou-esque guy, I think. I really do. Shows a lot of effort out there. Guy, if you want to shoot me out real quick, I'm just going to go get a drink real quick.
Yeah, and then when you come back, I'm going to go get one. Justin will be right back. Remember Bernie Federico for Adam Oates? Yeah, that was a decent trade for us. The Q was a soft league. I don't know about that. Hoffer looks quicker, and he could. I don't know if that's true, but Mike says when I was at the Devils game, Binnington looked slow. Fair enough. Doctor says I'll take a Jack and Coke. I don't drink during the show, bud. I drink. If you saw the live we did for the Calgary game, you'll see. Oh God, that was funny. That was funny. I do hope I need to get that broken out once. And we have Justin back. Dr. Detroit wants to know where his Jack and Coke is, Justin.
I don't know, man. It's somewhere, not here. I wish I had a Jack and Coke. I need it.
I will be right back, gentlemen. We're at a commercial break anyway. So, Justin, you got the show for a few moments.
All right. Dr. Detroit, we are having a Rise. It's protein water, so it's whey protein. I'm not very much into the shakes kind of ordeal. I like this. This is key lime pie. So pretty good taste. Not for everybody. It's nothing outstanding. If you're not much into protein, you probably won't like it very much because it's the whey stuff. And then I have another one that is it's like orange, like pineapple, I think it is, or something like that. I enjoy them. I have one a day. I try to. It has 22 grams of protein, so you get a lot of that protein in it, and it's only 100 calories. So it's definitely good for keeping that protein up because it helps with weight loss. Because I was actually on a weight loss journey that I'm still kind of on. I'm still trying to keep myself eating good and trying my best to do that. But in this economy, it's kind of hard to eat healthy and stay healthy and buy healthy food because they make it like almost impossible to purchase a bunch of healthy food all the time. So, but yeah, I'm not very talkative for this game, and I'm just flat out done with what we've seen from the NHL and the league and the officials as a whole. I just don't see how you can look at this game and then you can call Torchenko and you can eject him from the game for a knee on knee, and then you turn around to Logan Cooley. He's banged up. He's hurt. You think he's going to be out for a long time. It turns out he's back the next game. And then you have Jordan Kyrou, who gets knee on knee. I think, I'm not mistaken, they haven't shown the replay, but I think it's by the same guy who slashes Dvorsky right before this hit is delivered on Kyrou. And it's flat out, to me, just embarrassing that they call Torchenko for 5 minutes, but then they get right into the action. They didn't even get through the whole replay before they started to drop the puck again. So, yeah. I'm flat out. What's the word? I'm not amazed. I'm not surprised. I'm angry. I'm angry. We just lost a star guy in Jordan Kyrou, and they did nothing. They took no action. Nothing. So, I mean, I don't know. Guy, I'm sure, that's your guy, dude. Like,
so we got 8 people watching. I think now might be a good time to do it. We have an announcement to make.
We do.
And go for it.
So I wanted to kind of get this squared away, and kind of iron out the details. But if you guys are familiar with, ESPN 101, there's a young lady who does, videos for the Blues, doing, pregame, her predictions, or not predictions, but she does her rundown of the games and the Blues games, and she does good work. But Jordan Deacon, we're going to actually have her on. She is a radio producer for ESPN 101, St. Louis, and she's going to be on next Sunday, the 14th, and she's going to be on for an interview with myself and Guy. So I wanted to, like I said, iron out the details and get everything squared away just so I knew the date. But Jordan Deacon, if you guys know anything, if you guys have seen ESPN 101, sorry, Guy, I know this is long-winded, but she does some great work covering the Blues and doing the the post-game stuff and the pre-game stuff, to get you guys ready for the Blues games. So she's going to be on for an interview. We're excited to have her. She does some great work. I'm sure you guys have seen her if you guys have checked out the ESPN 101 stuff. So
that Corey did an interview with her.
Yeah,
and,
Corey. Yeah.
So and Corey was here earlier.
But yeah, she does some great work. She's she has her, I think her thing is Deek's Peak. So she has a, catchy little, phrase that she has, and she's very good and very insightful for the Blues, and she keeps a lot of good stat tracking for the Blues, with Alex Ferrario, I believe is who she usually works with. So
Deek's Peaks, where we take a look at last night's Blues game. Yep. And we'll have her on. Yep. I listen to the games on ESPN 101 when I can't free stream video. By the way,
go ahead.
Go ahead real quick.
Oh, no, I just was saying, yeah. I don't know. I don't listen on the radio too much anyways, but she does a lot of the stuff on the ESPN 101 Facebook the account, like all the ESPN accounts that she usually posts them and has them up. So go ahead.
If you're in the Granite City, Illinois, I know that they've got a manhunt going on. Please be careful. They have put pictures of him out. If you see him, just report it. Stay away from him. He took a shot at a cop. I don't think anybody should ever do that. I support law enforcement. I mean, I know there's bad apples in there, but for the most part, I support them. And I hope it's, Jason says it's over. Well, he was caught this morning. I had seen something earlier, like that said he wasn't. So, all right. If he's caught, great. So just putting it out there. Come on, Ranger. I can't post that stuff.
I just, for me, like, and going back to, like, I don't want to go back to anything that we talked about, but yeah, Jason, I don't, like I said, I'm not on the bandwagon of like just crap all over Bennington, but I just, for me, I know what we have in Bennington, and it just hasn't lived up to this, this stuff this year. And I like I said, I think both goaltenders have been way better, but I feel that most people, they get a cloudy judgment when Bennington won us the cup. It feels like no one wants to hold a magnifying glass up to what Jordan Bennington does. So like if Jordan Bennington has a bad game, no one wants to call that out. Because he won us the cup. I feel they have cloudy judgments when they come to that type of stuff.
I used to call out Jordan Bennington a lot, especially you can ask Ashley about that, and I came around to Bennington and some of the ways he plays and things like that. We're about ready to start the second period. I'll let you know. Puck drop.
The thing is I love Jordan Bennington because Bennington has something that most goaltenders don't, and that's emotion. I like my goaltenders to have emotion, and I really do. And I think that a lot of people did blow. I will say, though, the interview that they had with Jordan Bennington, his demeanor to me felt off. It really did. Like I know Monty did his thing where he said, "Oh yeah, we just said we love each other," kind of thing. And I love Monty for that because he's a funny guy. But Jordan Bennington in the locker room, his demeanor was very odd.
Beams frame rate says Bennington's still my favorite. Plays with fire. Could totally be the captain. Nah, that experiment has happened with a few teams, and a lot of times it doesn't work out.
Yeah, you usually don't make goaltenders, captains you don't really make goaltenders captains.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bennington, like I said, Bennington has something that most goaltenders don't, and that's emotion. I want my goalies to show emotion. That's definitely what I see.
Agree.
But the fact is, though, that interview, like I said, guy, I don't know if you've seen it. The demeanor of Jordan Bennington, it was very odd. It wasn't Jordan Bennington-esque. What I heard.
Yeah, I heard about it. I read what he said. I didn't see it per se. I read it from Rutherford. Rutherford put it word for word, I think, for the most part.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no, you'd have to like listen to the video and listen to the tone, like just the tone in his voice. It just wasn't very Jordan Bennington-esque.
Yeah. See, Matlow says I don't like any player dogging the coach. Didn't like it when Tank did it to Hitchcock, and he had a better reason than Benner. Well, Tank also did it to Tarasenko. Also did it to Berube. Right? Remember when Thomas was still young, right?
Yeah.
He got in front of Berube and he didn't just say it. He said it loud enough that the mics picked it up. We don't do that.
Well, well, and the thing is, though, is I don't mind it, but the thing is we don't know what Bennington said. I mean, he could have said anything. I mean, I don't know if I don't know what he said. We don't know. So I mean, obviously it wasn't "I love you," but um,
What like
you know,
again, I don't have an issue with Bennington, saying something after getting pulled that quick. I don't. The guy's fiery, plans on playing 60 minutes every game. And I did see, and I didn't want to, when you were talking about it, the second goal, the one he got pulled on, I saw somebody, and I tried to find it again on TikTok. I thought I saved it and I didn't. This guy did a really, really good breakdown of that. And he shows where that goal wasn't as soft as everybody says it was, right? There's some other things that he shows, and he points out to it. So it wasn't as soft as everybody says it was. And
that second goal, no, that second goal was weak. That second goal was absolutely weak. His positioning was awful.
If you would have watched this guy's video, and I wish I could have found it, it would have given you a second one, right? Second opinion on that, because he really did show that that it was not as weak. It was not as soft as everybody thought it was. And Jason says, I seen that guy. Well, if you saved it or something, send it to me, because I really would like to play it. But it was a really good review of that. Oh man, 10, 11 people watching us. That's great, man. I love you guys. Well, we got a moment. Joseph Trigg, E. Guido, Jason Nichols, Sharon Spinks, John Hepner, Aaron Nels, and Ryan Green. Thank you so much for putting them thumbs in the air. Little bit of love. We appreciate you, and we thank you so much.
That's like our shtick now. Just harping on Ryan Green. Nice stick.
Yeah, I saw that. Far post and 1/8 inch to the left, it would have went out. He heeled to tip the puck and change the angle of the shot. And there was also something else in there about the way it came down, about Bennington being screened a little bit on one of the sides.
Are we talking about the second goal against Anaheim?
Yeah. No, the one that he got pulled on. Was that Anaheim?
Yeah, that was a second goal, and that was absolute. Like, I'm sorry, like, but that, like, I get, you can break it down however you want. I'm sorry, but that's a goal he should have. I mean, his angle was absolutely abysmal.
I
mean, I'm not no goalie. I'm not a goalie, but that goal was not good.
Memes says, still have a great goalie cannon. Keep us in the game. Real question is, where are the goals? I agree with that. Don't change the goalie tandem. Fix the offense. I agree with that. Hey, Ryan. So now I know that he went on there. Ryan Green, Mike Mariano, thank you so much for putting the thumbs in the air. And Ryan, that's the only time I'm saying your name. Where's the secondary scoring? Yeah, we've had a lot of issues with scoring. The offense, for some reason, just has not clicked this season at all. And I thought we were going to be one of the highest scoring teams in the league. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, though, is the offense last year. The offense last year started off slow too, and then they hit that surge in the second half.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the stats, like, the offense wasn't that.
We broke it down, and I thought it was going to continue this year. I thought it would just be full on this year, but and I'm going to ask this question. And I know it might be considered.
We're getting a penalty.
We're getting one.
A penalty.
They're getting one.
No, they said against the Blues.
Then you're way ahead of me. I'm at 14-24. I'm not seeing anything for a penalty.
Oh, yeah, it was a penalty. Yeah, oh, okay. I didn't know that. I thought we were still relatively close. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shin's getting
way ahead of me.
Yeah, Shin's getting a high sticking call. That looked like his own stick hit him in the face.
Yeah, I'm going to try and catch up. Here we go. They're talking about it.
All right, so
hold on. Yeah.
Well, so the Ottawa Senators. Okay, so they're looking at this. Okay, so the refs, you'll see it. The refs get together and they're still going to put him in the box.
Yeah, I've seen that. I think I'm caught up now. Yeah, he hits himself with his own stick.
They're giving him a double minor. What?
But no, they didn't give him a double
Hang
minor.
on. Oh no, hang on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's his own. It's his own stick.
But at the same time, and again, I agree that it's a bad penalty, but shouldn't lift the stick. They score.
No, I'm saying the penalty. I mean, I get it. He lifts his stick, but that's his own stick. You have to. The rule is you have to be in control of your stick. If Falk is getting a high sticking penalty when he's falling down and he has to be in control of his stick, then that Senators guy has to be in control of his stick. And then they're talking about it now. That's a wrong call. So Here we go. The Senators on the power play again. Tell me if you've heard this story. I know we all have. If any, now I will say, if anybody is concerned about the Blues penalty killing, this should show you that the Blues have been very, not as bad as you think they've been.
Yeah.
Good stick. Great stick. Are you caught up now?
I'm at 13:08.
Oh my God, you're so far ahead of me now, dude. Why'd you do that?
Did I jump ahead of you?
Yeah, now you're like leaps ahead of me.
No, I was like 20 seconds behind you.
I know. Yeah, you were. I guess you were. I didn't know. Good, Claire. What are you at now?
12:45 and counting.
Okay, that's fine. You're a little ahead of me now. You're not as ahead of me as you were before that you said that.
Okay.
So.
Okay. We're trying to keep it together. We're trying to keep us on a close level, even keel, guys.
We were close. We were only like four seconds behind each other at one point.
Yeah.
Now I think we are the same.
I don't know if all penalties should be reviewable. I mean, that's why I say that's why I keep advocating for that fifth official in the arena that can look at the replay right away. Right?
There you go. So the Blues are 5 for 5 now on the penalty kill.
Yeah. Great penalty kill. They only have 2 shots this game. And again, yes, they've been on the penalty kill a lot, but only 1 penalty. They have no shots this period. You're 10 minutes into this period. 9 minutes. I mean, and they don't have a shot on goal.
Yeah, the Blues might end this game with three shots on net. They get 1 in the third, and there you go, 3 shots. A shot a period. Oh, actually, no, they had 2. They had 2 in the first.
Well, there we go. They finally got a 3rd shot on goal.
Nice.
But then again, Ottawa only has 3 shots on goal this period too. So there's been a good defensive battle, right? You got to give the Blue. That was offside.
Yeah, you're a couple seconds ahead of me.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good. I mean, it's just an offside call. I don't care about that.
Well, I mean, before, so we're kind of before the rule has always been like mine is the lead, right? So that way, I mean, I don't know how to say this without it coming out the wrong way. If you make one of our shows has to be the lead, so things don't get announced ahead of time, right? So it's been my feed that's always been the lead. So if you're a couple seconds ahead, hold back. And I'll try and hold back when I'm a couple of seconds ahead. Try and keep it, but I gotta try and be close to what everybody's feed is out there in Blues land, the ones watching us.
Yeah.
We got Allmark where he wanted him asleep. Yeah, we woke him up. How are the Blues series with 3 shots in 30 minutes? I don't know, man. It worked in the NFL with the challenge. They call down to the field and change the call without wasting time. They do waste some time, man. I've seen where the umpire goes, or the referee, the head referee goes under the hood, and I don't know. I don't watch a lot of NFL, so I don't know if that's still the way it is or if they've changed it a little bit. I know in MLB the main umpire goes and looks at something. I just think that if they had Hoffer's kept it. That's where it is, and believe it or not, they've only got I think 5 scoring chances out of all these shots, right? And this is why this is the one thing where I know the gambling is an issue, and I get it, but this is the one sport where the referee can't really control the outcome, right? I mean, you can't. I mean, you can give power plays, but that doesn't mean that the other team's going to score, right? It doesn't, because the only way that you could really control a game is give game misconducts to top players, and that almost never happens, right? So that's why it's harder for me to look at the gambling as an issue in the NHL, though I know it could be, especially with players. I think it would be a bigger issue with players than it would be with referees. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how anyone. I don't even know, dude. I tackled this thing for so long now. There's not much I can say more on it.
I can see where umpires or referees in the other 3 sports could absolutely change the outcome of a game. Absolutely, 100% change the outcome of a game. But with referees in the NHL, that opportunity does not come up enough to where they could absolutely change the outcome of a game, right? And even in the one where the goaltender interference that let a goal in, there's still no guarantee that the team, I forget which team it was against, wins that game. There's no guarantee, because all that did was tie the game, right? It didn't send it into overtime. It sent it into overtime. So that's what makes it harder for me to believe the gambling affects the referees, right? But there is something affecting the referees. I will say that. There's a show, and I've actually seen a couple of documentaries on this. There was a documentary on Tim Donaghy, the NBA ref, right? And I seen that on Netflix. And then there's a thing on, I think it's Hulu. And the show is normally on Discovery Channel, and it's called Hustlers, Gamblers, and Crooks. And they did an episode with Donaghy. And Donaghy, I mean, he absolutely talked about controlling the game. I mean, where he controlled the game. But Donaghy is also not, the more I've seen of these documentaries, the more I've heard Donaghy change stories. So I'm not completely sure. I do think that Donaghy was doing a lot more than what he said he was, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what you mean by that, Mike. He says, is it me? Are more goals being dislodged from the spokes and goal going in? I'm not sure what you mean there. Right? Ryan says, tell that to the Sharks when they played Vegas in the playoffs and score all those goals on a 5-minute power play. Okay, I do see that. But then again, let's go back to this. You can give the 5-minute power play, but there's no guarantee that the goals are going to get scored. None. No guarantee whatsoever. In fact, the Blues had a 5-minute, and how many goals got scored? How many goals got scored against the Blues on that 5-minute power play? None. So that's what I'm trying to get at. Does that make a little bit of sense, Justin?
It kicked me out. I was lagging. What'd you say?
Okay.
How many goals were scored? Zero
What,
on the
zero.
5 minutes.
But so you can
It's
give
but I get what you're saying, but then again, it doesn't matter because that comes down to if they scored, if they didn't, that's fine that they didn't score. The fact of the matter is it shouldn't have been that call to begin with. So the Blues should have never had to kill off a 5 minute.
I agree with that, but what I'm trying to get at is the referee. He can call as many penalties as he wants. It doesn't mean that the team he's calling the penalties for is going to win the game. It doesn't. It gives them a better opportunity, but it's hockey to me for a ref for refereeing. Hockey to me would be the most difficult game to control the outcome of.
Yeah.
Four shots on net now.
Let's see. So 4.
Five
so
shots.
No, I'm saying so 4 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes.
They've had 10 minutes of penalties.
10 minutes.
Yeah. Again, but who's winning the game? Right? That's what I'm trying to get at. You can give the penalties. It doesn't mean that the team that you're giving the penalties for is going to score. It doesn't. Mike, for those sports, I agree with that. For hockey, I don't. And just think about it. Right? Oh, Falk just missed Bushnevich.
Good try.
2-on-1. Oh, nice
Good
save,
Holtz. Yeah, good save,
nice
Holtz.
save, over. Right. So that's what I'm saying. Of the 4 major sports, when it comes to fixing games, it would be a lot harder. A referee in hockey does not have as much of an opportunity to control the outcome of a game as referees in other sports. In baseball, the lead umpire, oh man, he can shrink the strike zone or expand the strike zone for a team and absolutely control that. Calling ball, there's so many things that they can do. Football, oh my goodness, you can absolutely control it. Right? Absolutely control it. Basketball, we already know that. Yes, they did say he had a championship career because, he did. Right? It's but he's still got, Lance, hey, buddy, haven't seen you in a while. He's still got a trophy. He's got it,
Oh, Broberg just missed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're feeling a Blues team kind of getting going here. Nice play. Oh,
the thing with hockey is you can call all the penalties you want, but you can't make the team score. You can't make the team that you want to win score.
Oh, good try, man. Holy moly, they're buzzing right now.
They're finding their feet in this last 5 minutes or so here. All right.
Yeah.
Shots superior, tied up 7 apiece.
Some good chances there. Broberg misses. Dvorsky misses. Dvorsky just walked right in.
Maylou is hungry. I know, and
Yeah.
every guy that got a cup win can say they won a championship. They had a championship career. They got a championship in their career. So
Yeah,
I see your point too. I do see your point too, Lance.
for all the hate that Mayu has gotten, Mayu's been good, man. He's been up in the offense. He's learning that brand of style that the Blues want, and that's the D jumping up in the play.
I will agree with that.
What?
What you just said, that Maylou
okay.
is really learning the Blues brand of hockey.
Yeah, he is. He's jumping up in the play like he just, I don't know who just said it, but yeah, he's hungry. You can feel it.
Yeah.
I'd love to see once he scores that first goal, I want to see how it responds after that.
Oh, he'll probably just go ecstatic. I don't know if he has a goal in the NHL, does he?
No. Yeah, I think he does. I think he's for Montreal. I meant for the Blues, sorry. After coming here, hopefully good.
But Mike, you can call if you call the penalty. First of all, if you're calling, it doesn't mean that the other team's going to score. The team that you're calling a penalty for is going to score. It doesn't, right? And again, for me, it would be easier for one player to control the game, for a player to control it, especially a goalie. Oh my goodness, right? That in hockey, if there's going to be if, and I'm saying if, I'm not saying there is, if, right? In Eric, trying to get my quotes here, right? If, figure it out. If, right? If there's going to be a gambling scandal, it's going to be a goalie. It's going to be a goalie, plain and simple. He had a couple in Montreal. Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I knew he did score in Montreal. I just mean for the Blues.
Say again?
I said I knew he had some in Montreal. I just meant a first goal as a Blue is what I meant.
Gotta clean these up. He has 2 goals in his career.
Yeah, he's been more of a I think an assist guy if he does get points.
In last season, 24-25, he played in 7 games and had 2 goals and 2 assists.
Yeah. Nice block.
Okay, it gives. See, Lance, you just proved my point. It gives the team an opportunity to score. It doesn't mean they're going to score. All right. Lance says Thomas is one of the guys whose effort should be questioned. He has looked terrible. I don't completely know about that. I mean, the majority of the teams look terrible.
I mean, the recent stretch of games, Thomas has been great. The effort has been there. And the great effort is
he was also dealing with an injury.
Also another we're finally getting the power play. Go freaking figure, right? Is it? Oh.
Nope.
Oh, yeah, there is. Yeah. Yeah. Power play coming.
Yeah, I didn't see the delayed penalty come up. Usually they say
It
show
didn't,
delayed
yeah.
penalty.
Yeah, and I guarantee that this was as weak as can be. The NHL decides that, hey, we're just going to give the Blues a power play. Let's see what they can do with it. They've already called 5 for the Ottawa Senators, so let's give the Blues one. I think that's what this one was. I think it was pretty weak. Which this is the issue though. Even when it benefits the Blues and the Blues get a power play, this whole phantom give a phantom call thing is just it's BS. It's bullcrap. I don't want to see phantom calls.
I don't know
It's
if that
lame.
was a phantom call. I mean,
I don't know. They didn't show it on the replay. I don't think so. I don't
no,
know.
they did. They did.
Oh,
Just
okay. I wasn't paying attention.
before the power play started.
Wasn't paying attention. But it's about time. It took 26 minutes for them to call an Ottawa penalty.
I mean, 36.
Oh wait, no. 36 minutes. It took 36 minutes for them to call a power play for the Blues. 36. That's half. That's more than half of the game.
Ooh, Malu might be on the second unit. We'll see. No, the officiating has been one-sided in this game. That there's no ands or buts about that.
By the way, Lance, the Thomas thing, no, the maybe not in this game hasn't been noticeable, but the Anaheim game, in the few games before that, Kyrou and Thomas looked fantastic. So I don't know what you're talking about effort. Those two have had effort.
Yeah.
Oh, he hit the post.
Oh, Suter.
What time are you at right now?
2:53.
Okay. You see that post?
Yeah.
I think that was Holloway, I think.
Yeah, it was Holloway. Oh, neighbors right there. They're showing some fire.
Yes, he scores.
Did the horn come over?
I did. Yeah, I heard it.
Did you hear it normal or did you hear it real weak?
Hit it again. Hit it again. I wasn't paying attention. No, I can hear it. It's strong. I can hear it.
Okay, so you heard it regular.
I heard it regular. I mean, it wasn't as loud, but I like that it wasn't as loud in my ears. Like it was loud, but it was loud though.
Okay. Neighbors, yeah.
What a save by Olmark on the first one though.
Yeah.
What a play by Holloway. Holloway got that with falling down.
Yeah, Shen with the first shot up in the air, and the neighbors, like a good neighbor, Jake is there.
And that's perfect too, because he hit that.
This is kind of what I'm talking about. This is kind of what I'm talking about. Here it is. They've given 5 power plays to a team, or 5 penalty kills to a team that was 70%. And
no, they were under that. They were 68%.
No, the Blues were 75%.
Yeah, 75.
Right?
Yeah.
And nothing goes in. Here it is. They finally call a penalty, and the Blues score. So the ref can call the penalty all they want, but it's on the team to score. That's why I feel of all the games where the official has the least amount of opportunity to control the game, that's it. Even if let's say they call a penalty a shot, right? there's no guarantee. Penalty shots in the oh wow, Hofer. That's scary for a second. Penalty shots are only 40%. 40%.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 50, but 40 to 45%. In all actuality, a good power play is in the 20% zone. 20, 21, 22%. Oh, it was full strength technically? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It might have been full strength, or it might have just been at the end of the power play. But it's still good though.
The penalty.
The penalty
just ended.
Okay. Well, that's good though, because the Blues needed to get some more 5-on-5 goals.
5-on-5, yeah.
But you felt the tilt coming in a way. The Blues have gotten, found their game a little bit here in the late. But then again, I'm not gonna blame the Blues in this game. They played on the penalty kill for the full first period.
Yeah.
So
well, I mean, they're leading in shots for the period, 11-10. After only taking 2 in the first, 1 at the beginning and 1 at the end.
That's off, yeah. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, Ottawa has 5 penalties, and they only have 25 shots. I mean, you would think that with the amount of penalties they'd be close. Like, they're close, 5 shots off of 30, but you would think that they would be pretty, well close or even in the 30s.
Yeah, the excuse me, I've kind of lost what I was going to say there for a second.
Oh, it was a close chance by Neighbors there. Fell down. All right, Blues.
Good, solid period. I mean, yeah, they dealt with a bad penalty early in the period and killed it off. I mean, this is why I think that the Blues penalty killing percentage is not as bad as you think it is. And I think part of the reason is you don't go on the power play that much. When you're looking at our penalty kill, when you're looking at 6 minutes of penalties per game, that's 3. To give up 75, 75 where that's 1 for 4, 1 every 4. And in all actuality, it doesn't feel like they're doing that, but you do give up 1 here or there. Hey, Lance, you want to join us, bud? If you're feeling up to it, well, you don't have a problem with Lance joining us, do you?
No, I don't. Might I add that when they showed the highlights of that period, might I add that they threw in a cheeky shot of the 2 referees sitting at the penalty box and the one drinking a bottle of water. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel your performance has been tonight. Abysmal, lackadaisical. That's exactly. So I find that funny that they show something like that, because that's exactly to sum up how you have performed in this game. Atrocious.
Oh, I agree with that. It was a good period. We'll get into the stats here in a moment. I like what especially the last 5 minutes of that period, maybe 7 to 8 minutes of that period. Things kind of switched, right?
Yeah,
kind of switched, and it helped. If people can't see the team is playing, like Hofer is a 6 man, they are blind. Hungry Hofer. Yeah, no. I mean, both their goalies are like in the top of the league when it comes to playing the puck, right? They're both very, very good at it, and it does help. But Hofer has made, I don't want to say rookie mistakes, but some second and third year mistakes. He's made, when he's played the puck, he's made some mistakes back there, right? He's good at it, but he does make mistakes. And that's just saying the truth, right? Even Justin will admit that, I think.
What that he makes? Yeah, he still has his moments where he'll make a mistake with the puck. I mean, we saw it there near the end after the Blues scored. They had that thing where Holford kind of misplayed the puck. It happens. He's still growing. He's not as good as Bennington is, but I will say his performance with playing the puck is leaps better than what it was in the beginning portion, like the very, very beginning portion, because you couldn't trust that man to leave the net. Now he's being patient. He's actually not trying to make the wrong decision. So yeah.
Okay. I didn't say they don't influence the game. I said it was harder. I'm upset with the penalties because a lot of them haven't been penalties, and they didn't call the one on Kyrou. Or, when Kyrou got need to need, that they didn't go look at that. Go back and look at that. Call the original, even call it afterwards, call the original, and then go back. That's why, it sometimes things do go both ways there, Lance. Right? And what I said is it's harder. And again, if the ref's job today, let's just say this, if the ref's job today was to get the win for Ottawa, they're failing. Right? At this moment, they're failing. Right? So yes, they can influence the game, but it's harder. You still can't score, right? If I was a gambler, or if I was somebody that was going to try and fix a hockey game, it would be a goalie. Damn straight, it would be a goalie. And I tell him, you need to let in this. You need to make sure that your team loses by this amount.
Yeah, the goalies can definitely sway that. They can just not get. They can not play as hard. They can, intentionally not make a save.
But here, Lance, the penalty calls do help a team, but they still have to score. You still have to score, and it doesn't. There's no guarantee that the team is going to score. That's what I'm trying to say. Trying not to get frustrated. I mean, my words are getting twisted. That's what's frustrating. I don't want my words twisted. Goalie or coach can influence a game. Yeah. Right? Let's go over the stats here real quick. Blues ended up with outshooting, I think, and I'll double check this, outshooting Ottawa that period 11-10. The Blues have a total of, and now my computer's slowing down on me. Blues had 13 shots overall. Let me see if I get this number right. 26 attempts. The Ottawa Senators have 25 shots overall and 35 attempts. Ottawa's have 17 hits. The Blues have 12. St. Louis has given it away 12 times. Ottawa's given it away 7. Ottawa has 5 takeaways. The Blues have 1. Ottawa's blocked 8 shots. Blues have blocked 5. Faceoffs are even up at 17 apiece. In that period, we had 2 penalties. The first one came at the 5:40 mark. Braden Shen with the high sticking, questionable call. His stick hit another stick, hit the guy's stick, and that guy's stick went into his face. You're supposed to control your stick at all times, so it made it a questionable call. Then at the 15:32 mark, Claude Giroux gets a 2-minute penalty for hooking. Also a semi-questionable call. But it might be a makeup call.
Yeah, I didn't get to look at the replay on that one, but I mean, it is what I mean. The Blues are going to get a power play eventually. My thing is just I'm pretty sure like there was so much more egregious stuff in this game that should have been called. I mean, we still talk the major one. That's fine. Thomas, fine. You can call that penalty. Yeah, that's fine. It was a high stick. But I'm telling you right now, I don't think that play happens if Kyrou doesn't get hurt. Because I really do believe it. I don't think Thomas is a dirty guy, but I do think that it had some intention behind it because because Thomas didn't need to to swing his stick up. Like
Yeah.
like he's nowhere near Brady Kachuk. And then like the puck goes away, and then for a split second you're like, what is he doing? And then Thomas lifts his stick right into the face. I just feel like that was so intentional in my opinion. But
that's probably why they called the 4 minute. Right.
Yeah.
That's probably why they call it the 4 minute.
But that's the problem with the officials. They let the players take it into their own hands. Aren't you on the ice to balance the game and officiate the game and keep stuff under control? Why are the players taking action when you should be the one taking action?
I do not think I will be going to New York during hockey season next year. I don't think so, though it is possible. It all depends on how things go out. Here's the issue. If a ref says a goal went in and it didn't, or during goalie interference, he's affecting the game. You are correct. But how many times does that actually come up?
A lot.
No, not as much. I mean,
way too much. Way too much.
Right,
I mean, we had what, 2 games already this year that were already crazy with goaltender interference, and that's not even counting the Chicago one. I mean, you have so many goalie interference calls. You have way too many. Yeah, I mean it doesn't happen every game, but you have 3 too many right there.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm going to go up. Lance, you're not fucking listening to me, okay? I did not say that a ref can't affect the game. I said it is harder for a ref to affect the game because the other team still has to score. Please do not twist my fucking words. I'm sorry I'm upset, but I'm tired of it. Don't twist my word, buddy.
Guy is not saying, what I think he's saying is he's saying that it's hard. Like, you can give the penalties, that's fine. And I do agree with you, Lance, on that fact that it does affect the game because it swings momentum. As you saw, the Blues struggled to get momentum because of all the penalties they had to kill off. But the Ottawa Senators didn't score on them. But I still, like I said, I see both sides. But the fact of the matter is these calls should have never been made. I mean, the Kyrou one. I like the other ones. Okay, I'm it's whatever. I'm like the Shin one didn't make any sense because the Shin one, it's the own Senators guy's stick, and that's what I'm saying about consistency is because we saw the goal. We saw Justin Falk falling down after getting tripped, and then he gets a penalty for high stick and another player. I think it was Jordan Eberle, the Seattle game, and he gets a penalty. For hitting him after falling down, and it's like, oh, you got to control your stick. But what about the guy who got his stick raised and his own stick hit his face? Shouldn't the Ottawa Senators guy control his stick too? You know, if you think Justin Falk can control his stick while falling down, why can't that Senators guy control his stick standing up? So it's a consistency problem. The NHL calls it one way in this game, and then the next few nights they call it a different way. There's just no consistency, no balance.
Yeah. I think the no calls affect the game more. That's true, right? That can be. The no calls do affect the game more. But again, it's all you can't make a player score. You can take a goal off. I agree with that. But you can't make a player score. You cannot. There is no way that you can make a player score. Right? What would concern me with a referee would be if there was a bunch of 5-on-3s. If that referee was consistently making 5-on-3s, that would concern me. Now, again, still can't make the team score, but you really made it easy. You still, I mean, watch the thing on Tim Donaghy, right? Watch the thing on Tim Donaghy. What he did, there's no way a hockey ref could do that. None. Right? Ozone, 637 for Ottawa, 318 for the Blues. High danger chances, 11 for Ottawa, 5 for the Blues. And we covered everything else correctly. And Lance, I apologize for yelling at you, buddy. I do love you to death, but please, man, just don't twist my words. Consistency is an issue in all sports for officials, right?
The someone told me in the comments of this post or whatever that the NHL does hold their officials accountable. No, they don't. They don't hold their officials accountable. They don't. Wait, tell me when.
At least not publicly. At least not publicly.
Yeah, not publicly. Please explain to me when you have seen someone or the league as a whole, like I said, publicly hold the league accountable for their screw up. Tell me.
They've only done it. I can think of one time.
Yeah, go ahead.
Tim Peel.
Yeah. And that I think that's and that's because if that never gets picked up, Tim Peel is still in the league. So
yeah.
I think at that point that was so out there though. That was so out there though that it was said on hot mic, so we have to do something. That was something like, oh yeah, he said this, so it's too damning for us. We have to get rid of him. But I guarantee you that still happens. I guarantee you that Tim Peel's not the only referee that does that. That did that.
Absolutely.
You see. I guarantee you, he is not the only official to do that.
I know that. I absolutely know that. All right. I absolutely know that. 100% know that.
This is the view. This is why that I've been so on the negative haters for this, because we have this Anaheim game, right? And the Blues go 0 for 6 on the power play. Not good enough. Okay, so the Blues suck. And then what do they do in this game? The haters that have been all negative all season, what do? They still come into the social media chats and the comments and say, oh, the Blues suck. But the Ottawa Senators have had 5 power plays. So what's the difference between the Blues having 6 power plays not scoring? Okay, yeah, terrible. They should have been better. But then why are you going to say that they suck when the Blues have killed off 5 power plays?
Power plays, yeah. And no, I'm with you on that one. I want to say this real quick before we go. It kind of escaped my mind until just a moment ago. My heart goes out to the people that work and own Sierra's Pizza in Maryland Heights. They had a fire. Apparently, they're going to be out of commission for about 6 months. If you've never had Sierra's Pizza, it is one of the best in the St. Louis area. They are part of the pizza royalty. When the families kind of broke down, they're one of those that were in that main issue. Great pasta, great place. I remember not when it opened, but I remember the original place where they were, which is very close to where they are now. I remember when they built that new building and everything else. So my heart goes out to Sierra's Pizza, and I hope that they're able to come back even stronger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good. I didn't hear about that. Hopefully they can, get everything situated and get, up and running again soon. Yeah, that's a terrible thing for sure. Yeah, I didn't hear anything about that.
Shout out to Vitaly's Hideaway, right? Mm-hmm. Kind of one of our sponsors. We call him a sponsor. This is a non-paid endorsement. Vitaly's Hideaway, great place, about 30 miles north of St. Louis. Good little bar. Great food, really good food. And, they take care of us and we take care of them. So check out Vitaly's Hideaway if you're ever out towards Warden, Illinois.
Yep. Good. Good food. Great food. Great staff. Yeah. Yeah. So let's talk about it. They were talking about it on the broadcast. The Blues. There's been a lot of sore spots for this team, but they were going over. I don't remember what the record was, but the Blues, in games where they've only allowed 2 goals or fewer against, the Blues record is good.
I will tell you what that is. I'll tell you what that is in a moment, I think. No, I don't have that. I thought I had that.
Yeah,
I
I don't
will
know
tell
if that would be pretty hard to go and figure out.
Yeah.
I don't, you,
Well, no,
but
usually they put up stuff like that on the sheet that I get. They have 1 goal games, 2 goal games, and that, but not less than that. But leading after 2 periods, the Blues are 6-1-1. Trailing after 2 periods, Ottawa is 1-7-2. So that feels good for the Blues.
yeah, I mean
And of
The Blues were in the later portions of that period. They were building off some good stuff. Hopefully, they can continue that in the third and continue that momentum shift that we were kind of seeing at the end of the second.
Yeah, can they close it out? Can they close this game out? Right? Can they take that lead and build on it and get it closed out and keep that pressure on Ottawa? Keep that pressure on Omark, right? Close this game out.
Mm-hmm. All right, here we go.
Have you already gotten puck drop?
Yeah, right now.
You're ahead of me. I just got puck drop.
Neighbor scores.
Hey.
Oh.
There we go.
Man, I should have picked Jake Neighbors. Why didn't I?
Neighbors. 2-0.
Well, that's good too. And Pablo Buchnevich with the pass. So Pablo's been playing way better. So I mean, for all the Pavel haters, he hasn't deserved it. He's been very, very good since the Philadelphia game.
Yeah. Good play, Jake. Right there on the doorstep where he needs to be. Oh man, backdoor feed. We've needed that. We haven't had good backdoor feeds for a while. Yeah, I'm behind a little bit. I tried to pull it up. I'm at 1938. You might be a little ahead of me, Justin.
Okay, yeah. I won't say. I thought you were caught up.
No, I wasn't. Yeah, I don't know why I'm next commercial. I'll try and do it again and see if I can jump ahead.
I'm at 1918. Showing a replay.
Okay, now I'm at 1912 and counting.
That's a big goal for the Blues to start off the period.
Big goal. That almost looked like a power play goal the way that it was set up. Good cycle going right now. Good cycle. Wow, really strong cycle. Oh, it slipped off his stick. That was a good cycle. Yeah, that's a good point. It's odd that shots don't determine the game. We shot a lot against Boston.
Why was that not a penalty? That was so blatantly a boarding call. Why was that not a penalty?
I didn't see it. I was reading the comment.
It was on Neighbors. It was no. I mean, it was. You were ahead of me. You should have seen it before I did. Neighbors got absolutely plastered. Numbers. Why was that not a penalty?
During that cycle?
Yeah. Why was he not? That definitely was a boarding penalty. Why was that not called?
I didn't think it was a penalty to begin with. I didn't think. I'm again. I'd have to see it again. I know what you're talking about now. I didn't think it was a penalty. But maybe it was. I didn't think it was.
Maybe Neighbors just slips, but the way that he went down, he forcefully pushed him into the boards.
Yeah.
That could have easily went either way.
Yeah. I don't think that the way I looked at it, I didn't see Neighbors back to him. I think Neighbors was turned. Right? You know what I mean? For boarding, it's your back. They have to hit you in the numbers, basically. And I think that he was turned fighting for the puck. I could be wrong, but that's
he might have, but I was pretty sure that Neighbors had his back towards. I don't know. I'd have to look at it again too. But at first glance, when I saw that, he looked like he forcefully pushed him in, and I thought he got numbers. So I could be wrong. Maybe the chat can clear that up for both of us, but I thought it could have possibly been a boarding call. But the thing that made it look bad was the fact that Neighbors went down to his knees. So that's what I thought. Why?
I just think that was more than fighting for the puck. Mike thought it was too. Again.
See, like that one right there. Like, that's not too bad, but that icing right there is a good example of what I mean. Like, the puck's usually a little closer, but the goalie just lets it go.
Yeah.
I feel like the goalies need to start playing those.
You know what the easy way to do it? If the puck is if the puck goes in between the trapezoid, right? If it goes into the trapezoid, at the red line, not past the red line, but at the red line, if it goes into the trapezoid, no icing.
Oh,
Something the goalie could have played.
They're showing that Kairu hit again.
Yeah, I know.
That was definitely intentional.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
now Broberg.
screw you, buddy. I don't know who that douchebag was, but yeah,
no,
definitely. Huh?
Oh, he's hurt.
Yeah, you're ahead of me.
Well, the trainer is with Broberg right now.
Yeah, you're ahead of me. Yeah, right, and then it blocked it right off the knee, I think.
Was it the puck that went off it?
I think so, probably. I don't know. Looked like the shot came through and then he went down immediately, so I think it was. Yeah, I think it hit him. Puck hit him. Where did it hit him, though?
Yeah. It hit him in the foot.
Did it hit him in the leg? I thought it might have hit him in. Oh, yeah, it did. Okay, yeah, he's. All right, Broberg's going down the tunnel. Nice. Just what we need, baby. Another injury.
Yeah, Chris says I think it was because Jake was tight to the boards, and that's kind of why I looked at it. With that one with Jake, the way that play played out.
Yeah, I don't know. That might just be. I don't know about the Broberg one. That might just be a stinger. He might be okay. He might have to just walk it off.
Yeah.
Just a tender area.
Now Sundqvist is blocked a shot and is walking tenderly to the bench.
Yeah. Oh, well, he's not going to be able to make it because he's injured or because he's iced. Oh, well, I guess he can come off because he's injured. So. Three guys dealing with something in this game. I mean, can you talk about just not having any luck?
Yeah, I know.
So he took a shot. He blocked a shot right off of there.
Yeah.
Right off the face-off.
Yeah, for me with icing, if it goes where the trapezoid starts at the red line, if it goes through that, then that's no icing, right? We're an effing mash unit right now. Yeah. Oh, Dvorsky just missed. Well, I mean, just missed getting there. Do you know what MASH stands for? I can't. Kids, well, screw it. I'll put it up. He says we're an F in MASH unit right now. MASH stands for Mobile Army Surgical Hospital.
Now you're like 20 seconds ahead of me.
Oh, sorry. Didn't realize I was that far ahead of you.
What time are you at?
15-12. They're getting ready to do a face-off.
Good play by Holmes right there. Yeah.
I'll tell you when they drop the puck. Puck drop.
Okay. Yep. I'm not even at there yet. So.
One goal for every injury or what? .407 was the last one to be deactivated in the early 2000s. Wow. I didn't know that 4077 was an actual MASH unit. I didn't know that was an actual MASH unit. That's interesting. What an interesting game this has been. I agree with this. What a good show it's been. I've had a good time on today's show. Right? RG, Mike Mariano, Droftus Trigg, E. Guido, Jason Nichols, Sharon Spinks, John Hepner, and Aaron Nels. Thank you for putting some love in the air on Facebook. We really appreciate it. If you do it on YouTube, thank you. We just can't see your name.
Holy moly, Jason.
What?
Paragraph.
Oh, I know. I've seen that. I've seen that.
You gotta chill, man. Jesus.
Shots for the third are 4-2 in favor of the Blues. 27-16 overall in the game. Have we had a hat trick this season yet? I don't think so.
Huh?
Huh?
Have we had what?
Have we had someone get a hat trick yet this year?
I
don't think so.
I don't think so. I think we've been close on a few times, but no, I don't think we've had one yet. Maybe. If we did, Neighbors would have been the only guy, but
yeah, I don't think we've had one. I don't think we've had one. Broberg's back out there, so that's good.
I figured he would. He's a gamer. I didn't think it was an injury. I thought it was just a stinger.
Yeah.
Hit him in a vulnerable spot.
Dvorsky just couldn't get any speed on that one. He has speed.
Nice block.
Offsides, yeah.
Huh?
I mean, even at the first period, you can't sit there and say the Blues didn't play well in the first period. They were on their heels because of the way the game, the penalties went, and losing Kyrou right off the bat. They were on their heels. So, I'm not going to sit there. For up to this point, knock on wood, this has been a well-played game. Right?
Yeah. I mean, from a defensive standpoint, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not harping on this team's effort. I mean, it is hard when you have to kill off the amount of penalties that the Blues had to kill off, and some of them not rightly deserved. You're not gonna have momentum. Hockey is momentum. Despite what people want to tell you, hockey is momentum. If you give teams the opportunity, like you were saying, I agree that just because you give them the power plays doesn't mean that they're going to score on them. But there's a level to that. There's a gray area. It comes down to should those have been penalties or not, and most of them shouldn't have been. That, right? So, yeah. The one that's a kicker. The one that's a kicker is the two. The two main ones that stick out like a sore thumb is the Kyrou one where you called where you called Torchenko for a 5-minute and you did nothing for the Kyrou hit, and that was definitely intentional. He didn't stick his leg out or nothing, but it was intentional. The thought behind it was intentional.
I agree with you.
And then you have the high sticking one on Shin where his own player hits his own face with his own stick. He needs to be in control, because if Justin Falk has to be in control of his stick when he's falling down, the Ottawa Senators guy has to be in control of his stick.
Yeah. The consistency, and I get it. I get the consistency issue.
Two great goals, though, for the Blues in this one for Jake Neighbors.
Yeah.
Neighbors needed this game because Neighbors he's been obviously there, but Neighbors hasn't been he hasn't had that scoring jump.
Wow.
I'm well behind you. He hasn't had the scoring punch that
we hope
that
he's
had.
Yeah.
Oh, good stop by Holmes.
Yeah. That's making the save you're not supposed to make there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
face off coming. 12 and a half to go.
Yeah.
I thought he did get a piece of it. Oh, no, it went over his glove and then hit the post. Shots are 4-3 this period, 28-16 overall. 29-16, pardon me. So they're 4-4 this period. I think I have an issue with the blue line, actually. My problem with the blue line is that there's too much neutral area there. So when you're entering the zone, right, it's the back of the blue line. When you come into the zone, or when you're going out of the zone, it's the front of the blue line, right? So it's the back going in and the back coming out, which is two opposite sides. And that means that the blue line in and of itself is neutral. It has no, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to me, the line should be the same. Coming in, it should be the front of the blue line if it's going to be the front of the blue line going out. Too many men on the ice.
Dude, I am in a commercial. You are. Oh, no, I'm not.
Oh, you must be ahead of me then.
No, I'm not. I changed it because I tried to reset it because I'm tired of being 25 seconds behind you.
Oh, nope. No too many men.
Jim Montgomery. Buddy, don't call the penalty. I'll give you the old old reach around after the game.
Yeah, no, it was no many. It was they called too many minutes, but it wasn't. So they're doing it off in the center.
Well, I'm glad, Joey, that you appreciate that the officials made the right call. Wow, I know you appreciate it, man. Good job. Golf claps for the NHL officials making something right. It's not. I mean, how can you, dude? If I'm an announcer, how can you go on live television and just like honestly just do something like, oh yeah, I appreciate the effect. I don't know. I don't know how I could sit there on a live broadcast and appreciate the officials.
Well, though you as you were talking, I was listening to Curbs, and he was saying that the one thing that's kind of missing is that communication between the players and the referees. It's kind of gone away from my day when there was a lot of that. That was the purpose of the C's and the A's. Those were the guys that could talk to the officials, but now the officials just don't want to hear them.
Yeah. Well, because first of all, it's because the NHL wants to call it the officials want to call it how they want to call it.
Yeah.
They don't care what the players want.
Good for you. You did your job.
Great save by Hofer.
Yeah.
Telling you, man, Hofer's on one. This is exactly why I said Hofer's been the better goaltender.
And as of late, I can see that now, especially in this game. Maybe it is time to give Bennington a little bit of a break.
I mean, like I said, you don't have to get rid of Bennington, and I don't think that that's the smart thing to do.
No,
at this moment at all. But this is the time. Hofer's playing better than Bennington right now. It is time to see if Hofer can be your number one.
I don't know about saying if he can be your number one, but I think it might be time to let him have a few more starts and give Bennington a little bit of a rest and maybe, get his, maybe there's something going on that we don't know. Right?
Yeah.
Clear that puck. Clear that puck. Now we're going on a penalty kill. And this is a legitimate penalty. That is something that I will probably be keeping. Love Hamstrom, according to Matt Lowe, just got. Yes, I know. Love Hamstrom. That is his first name. Great hockey name, by the way. The goalie we drafted this summer is tearing it up, and just got named to Sweden's World Junior team. We'll be paying attention to the Sweden game. That is for sure. I mean, I don't see. I disagree with this. He says good game, but where's the discipline? A lot of the calls shouldn't have been made, and the puck going over that that's one of them things that happens. You can't sit there and say that's not a disciplined play. He was trying to clear the puck, and for whatever reason, it got off his stick. I disagree that the Blues have not been disciplined this game. I completely disagree with that.
I mean, you're talking about where's the discipline. The Blues have shown you the discipline all season. They're number one in least penalties taken. So.
The refs could let the LA game go, but no. Yeah, they're not letting that go.
No, I mean, that's a penalty. I mean, that's a penalty. Yeah. I mean, that's
legitimate.
What they call it.
Joey giving P. Suter some love.
I guess.
Shockey says he was trying to use a wedge so it didn't go down for icing. Yeah, I think so. It has been insanely good this time, but see, my thing frame rate is you make you say where's the discipline, but that's not the problem here. The discipline's there. You and then you turn around and go all strange calls. Yeah, then why did you make the original comment of where's the discipline? Because the discipline's there. It's the calls there. That's not on the team. This team has played disciplined hockey. You look at the fact that Ottawa only has one call against them, and their penalty minutes are 2 minutes more. Their average penalty minutes are 2 minutes more than the Blues. So here's a team that's normally not defensive. All the way out of
yeah.
Oh, he almost had a shot there.
Not disciplined, yeah.
They're a least disciplined team, yet they're not getting called for anything. Right off the bat, the knee to knee on Kyrou that doesn't get called, that sets the tone. And then you go back and we look at the Torpachenko one, and that wasn't a penalty. You sit there.
I mean, I will say the Torpachenko one, give him a 2 minute for tripping. Yeah. That's fine. But 5 minutes, no. 4 minutes, no. It was a 2 minute penalty at best.
Yeah. And then on Kyrou, you give him nothing, and he's against the boards when he gets ran into. I don't even think he had the puck.
I think he did. I think he had it at. I think one of the Blues players lost it, and then he had it or drop past it to him at the blue line. But still, though, I don't think the Ottawa guy. The thing is it's a weird thing because people are gonna be like, oh well, he didn't extend his knee or he didn't extend his leg. I don't think he did either. My thing is the angle of where Kyrou is. Kyrou's on the boards, so he doesn't really have to extend his knee. All he has to do is run into him knee on knee, and he does exactly that. I mean, it was definitely intentional. Definitely intentional. But my thing is the NHL doesn't take any action. The referees didn't take any. I mean, how quick did they drop the puck? We didn't even get through the replay before they dropped the puck.
Yeah.
But this from a standpoint of discipline, I can't harp on the Blues. I mean, yeah, there's a few in there. The Thomas one's a penalty, but like I said, I think that Thomas one happens because Kyrou gets hurt and they take our guy out. I think that's exactly what that was. Huh? What? What'd you say?
Possibly. I mean, I don't think Thomas meant to hit Brady in the eye, in the face, but I do think he meant to put that stick up there in his upper region. Right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think Thomas is not a dirty guy. Thomas has never been a dirty guy, and I don't think it was. But yeah, and I don't think he meant to hit him in the eye or hit him in the face by any means. But I do feel that he meant to give him a nice little love tap,
Yeah.
like they say. But the shin one should have never been a penalty. The Ottawa Senators stick came up. The delay of game, that was the right call, because that's a delay of game. And then I don't really remember the other two.
You had Neighbors for interference and tripping.
Yeah, the Neighbors one. The Neighbors one I didn't agree with. Yeah, the Neighbors one I didn't agree with, because the play is coming forward in the Ottawa zone. The player, they're calling interference on Jake Neighbors, on the guy that was in the zone, or the Ottawa Senators player that got pushed back into his own zone when the puck's already going that way. So I don't really agree with that call. I've seen a lot of egregious interference calls. That was pretty weak.
Right. I'm not putting that out in the universe, and you shouldn't either, so I'm not going to read your tweet. I'll save it for after the game.
Yeah.
He used the S word.
Yeah. So yeah, Ottawa has 35 shots. I mean, I'm sure more because Guy is ahead of me. But...
Nope, 35. You're right.
Oh, okay. Where are you at right now? What time?
5:45 and counting.
Okay, yeah, you're still ahead of me by quite a bit.
By how much?
I didn't give a number. I just said quite a bit.
Oh.
I'm at 5:38.
Yeah, I'm about 10 seconds ahead of you.
Nice. Love that.
Say again?
I said nice. I love that.
We try and keep it together, guys. We work on it. Oh, that was a late hit.
I didn't even see it yet.
Oh, Bookstead came in. Oh, sorry. Man. Another penalty.
Oh, nice save, Hofer.
Yeah.
Another penalty. Ottawa Senators have had 7 power plays in this game.
Yeah, 6.
6.
This will be number 6.
This will be number 6. No, is it? No, I thought it was 4. I know, because they got a double minor, so it's worth 2.
Right. 1, 2,
so
yeah.
7.
So 1, 2, 3,
so
4,
7.
Yeah, 7. Yeah. They put it on the score sheet. They put it as 1, but it's actually 2 penalties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 7 power plays for a team that is 31st in the
Yeah.
A team that is 31st, right? 31st and being undisciplined.
I mean, first.
Well, yeah, the Blues are first, but the Ottawa Senators are 31st, right? And being undisciplined.
17th.
17th. Okay, so still, I don't know. I don't agree with it. The power plays in this game have been severely lopsided. 7-2, I think.
7-1.
7-1. 7-1. Blues have 1 power play in this game, and they scored. Or they didn't score on the power play, but it scored at the end.
Yeah, at the end of it.
But good on the Blues. I mean, this is this is the Blues that we know. The adversity. Even when the deck is stacked against them, they're digging in and still finding a way to get it done.
They've been outshot 11-6 this period, but again, they've been on the penalty kill. This will be the second time coming up. Done. Yeah, 7th power play. Hofer feels like he is locked in. I lost Justin for a moment, or 2, or 3, or 4, or 5. Did you lock up, bud?
Yep. Ottawa
See?
scores.
See memes? See? I told you not to put it out there in the universe.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Ottawa's had 7 power plays in this game. That's a joke. That's pathetic. The Ottawa Senators have it took them 7 power plays to score a goal. That's a joke. It's a joke. Just embarrassing, man. I mean, this is just pathetic.
Yeah.
Well, disappointing.
Hofer could have done on that. He did his job, you know. And the
Oh,
team,
it's just.
the team killed 6 out of 7 penalties, right? That's.
I mean, that's unfortunate. I mean, that's just a puck bouncing all over the place. That's hard. So, yeah. But yeah, the Ottawa Senators had 7 power plays. That's a joke. To 1 power play, 7 to 1.
Yeah.
At least in the Anaheim game when the Blues had 6 power plays, Anaheim I think had 3 or 4 power plays. So at least it balanced it out a little bit. This is absolutely lopsided.
Yeah. Zuderland.
What time? Yeah, Zetterland. What time are you at?
I think right now they have it unassisted, but I'm sure that's going to change.
Well, I will say I am liking the response from the Blues after Ottawa scored. So
yeah, I agree with you there.
I don't know. Did he save that or did he block it? I think he blocked it.
Thomas blocked it. Thomas took it off the skates.
Yeah, no effort though, right? Thomas shows no effort, right? Yeah. I feel for Hofer. I feel for Hofer though. Hofer has been good right in this game.
Yeah. Oh, that was a weak clear. That is one paradigm shift that I think teams really need to make in the NHL. In fact, I think a team that makes that paradigm shift is going to have a couple of good seasons. Right? And what I mean by that is when, the coming into the zone and just doing a soft dump in to change players, when in all actuality you're just giving the puck away, right? Instead of trying to keep the puck or even that passing it back, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, we just missed an empty net. Allmark, what a save. What an incredible save by Allmark.
That's funny.
I remember Hoffer making a save something like that last season or 2 seasons ago.
Yeah. It's pretty rare, but when you see it, it's very cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now we have an empty net situation.
This is where you if the Blues could put this away. Oh wow, he just got it. I think it was going wide. I think it might have been going wide, but Allmark just got it.
Yeah, I mean, and people are going to look at the shots and be like, "Oh, the Blues got outshot this much and this much," but it's like, I mean, they had to kill off 7 power plays.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think that probably would have went in the net.
Yeah. Well, from the back, it looks like it would go in the net, but when they showed it in the front, it actually looks like it's going wide.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Well, and you never know. It could have had like a curl to it or something. You never know. Yeah. But it from the back angle, yeah, it does look like it was gonna go in the net.
Gonna go in the net, but yeah, from the front side, it looks like it misses.
So I don't know who called the timeout. I don't know if it was Otto or if it was us.
Blues.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean the shots are 40-20, but like you said, I don't think that I mean it shows the story to this game, but it doesn't show why that is the case.
Yeah. They counted that as a shot, so.
Well, yeah, because the goalie touched it.
Well, I mean, the goalie can touch it and still not count a shot, and they have to determine that it would have gone in the net if he doesn't.
Yeah, I think it's interesting because the puck could do a Karen, but from like I said, the back angle, like you said, the front it didn't look like it, but the back sure did look like it.
Yeah. Oh, Thomas Smith, but see that shouldn't be an icing to me, right? You're penalizing the team for clearing the puck when they're actually, the numbers are skewed. Well, they are and they're not, but
me personally. Yeah. Me personally, I don't think that when you pull the goalie at the end, I don't think that you should be disciplined for icing the puck. I think that whole rule needs to get out and die already. I don't like that. I don't like that you punish a team for clearing a puck. I mean, that's the whole point. So you're giving a massive see, and that's why I don't harp too much on 6-on-5. Yeah, the Blues need to be better at it, and they need to put games away. But the Blues can clear the puck. They've done it a lot.
Yeah.
So that's another icing. Yeah, the Blues have if the icing wasn't a thing, the Blues would be good.
Sundqvist cleared that way too quick.
Yeah. There's some instances. Oh yeah, he could have turned around and skated.
Yeah, skated for a little bit and maybe even had the open net. Yeah.
All right. Well, here we go. Can the Blues do it?
Oh! Damn it.
It just missed. Hofer almost got one. Oh my God. They've been talking about this for a while now, too.
Man. Oh, so close. Yeah, buddy. So close. And that's the second time he's tried that. Not in this game, but in this season. Oh, now they're saying 4. Oh, no, for the Blues this game. Big face-off win. Oh, no. Needed it. Well, should
Yeah,
be.
that's some good support though from the Blues right
Oh,
there.
wow. He just
Oh
put
yeah.
he sucker punch Thomas. If he doesn't get
Well,
a
they,
penalty for that, I don't know what is. He got sucker punched. If he doesn't give Cozen a penalty for that,
yeah. Cousins is a douche. I'm telling.
Cousins needs to be in the box for that.
I'm
He
telling. Well, but see,
straight up sucker punched him.
see, this is the issue, guy. Like I told you earlier, I like the Senators. They're a young team, but the Senators are a very dirty team. They really are. They do a lot of dirty stuff.
Yeah,
Let's
they're
see.
finally going after it. Yeah. Oh, go Hofer. Hofer saying screw it. He's in there. Wait. Did you hear those? Did you hear the cheering? Yeah, I'm not hearing you now. You're muted.
Yeah, I heard it. I got this turned up because I'm getting hyped. God, what a circus Ottawa is. Are you serious?
Yeah.
God, what a joke. Give me a break. And then Cousins chirping at the Blues bench.
2-on-1. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the Dylan Cousins chirping the Blues bench. Like, buddy, you sucker punched our top guy. Like, get out of here, bro.
Yeah. They go 2-on-1 on Broberg, and Hofer immediately comes out to break it up. I thought he was getting into the fight, but he comes out. That
Matthew Joseph and Mayu is hyped.
Yeah. There's going to be a bunch of penalties here.
Yeah, I mean, and in typical NHL fashion, the Blues will come out with the extra somehow. I'm sure. Watch. With the way that this game has gone, I would not be surprised.
Sundqvist gets a minor. Cousins gets a minor. Schultze gets a minor.
That's a good point. They're talking about the defensemen. If the defensemen come in to the zone, it should be an off or out of the zone for the Blues in the faceoff.
Yeah. Oh wow, Kachuk's up. Wow, we're getting a power play out of it for 7 seconds. They pulled it. Well, here we go. Wow. Blues win the game. Woohoo!
Yeah, he should. Yeah, Holford is man. Holford great in that game, showing some fire. He didn't score the goalie goal, but he got a memorable moment in that game.
Yeah, yeah. He'll be one of the 3 stars. I think the 3 stars are going to be. I think
And that's
number
a
1 is going to be Holford. Number 2 star is going to be Neighbors, and the number 3 star is going to be their goalie, Omar.
Yeah.
That's how I think the stars are going to go.
The Hofer with a career high 40 saves tonight.
Was it 40? Yep, 40
Yeah,
out of
40.
41. Yep.
Yeah, he should have had. Hofer deserved a shutout in this game.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that he didn't because of the power play and the but he was great tonight. Fantastic. Yeah, I mean, man, talk about what a joke though, man. I'll tell you what, I've never been a fan of Dylan Cousins. I think he's a tool. But Ottawa, man, they are a team that this kind of goes with the officials. They're a team that they really tread the line in Ottawa when they do a lot of stuff, and that's the NHL kind of not taking any action. So it sets the precedent that it is okay to do those type of things.
I think you said 2-1 for the game. I think you said 2-1 Blues, didn't you?
No, I said 3-2 Blues, but I mean I was close enough. I'll take it.
Yeah.
It was but I mean just a gutsy win. I mean, you talk about a team that had to kill off 7 power plays. They didn't kill them all off, but 6 for 7. I'll take it.
Yep. Dr. Detroit says, keep up the good work, guys. Well, Dr. Detroit, we would, but you got to watch us more, man. Every time we're on, you got to be on, and you need to stay on with us. But we appreciate you. We love you, Dr. Detroit. Thank you, man. He said, thank you for not letting Ottawa get any points. I don't know. The refs were trying hard.
They tried. Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
Cousins
great.
Needs to get supplementary discipline for that. He's sucker punched.
Yeah. Yeah, they I don't know. I can't I love the fire though, because this team has said, "Oh, well, they don't play for each other." Oh, or the criticism, "Oh, they don't play for each other. They don't play with any heart." Well, they just shows you heart right there.
Yeah, they did tonight, and every time the chips were down, they rallied around each other, right? They rallied around Kyrou getting hurt. They rallied around what was happening. They stood up for him, and at the end when Hofer was getting dogpiled, they stood up for him, and they were there, and that seeing this could be. I always say that there's one game every season where the season tilts, right? Or that you can define the season on, and this could be that game. We have a game tomorrow against Montreal. Unfortunately, I cannot do that game. At least I don't think so. It could change. So, Justin, it could change, but at the moment, it's not. I'm not doing the game, right? Like I said, it could change. I just don't think it will, right? I might find something out tomorrow where they decide that I was put on standby, so I got to say I'm not doing it instead of saying I'm doing it and then not do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Still waiting for the 3 stars to pop up.
Yeah, I would say that's a pretty good guess. I would say that probably Holfer gets the first star, Neighbors with the second, and then obviously probably their goaltender for 3. But I mean honestly, in the grand scheme of things, I mean they scored 1 goal on the power play. I mean they could probably just give it to Zetterlund probably too.
Yeah, possible.
But I mean, who knows?
But when it's a 2-1 game, that's a pitcher's duel. Right. Mm-hmm. And even stopping 18-20, that's decent. It's not great, but it's decent. Cousins, Schulte, Batherson and Kachuk all got roughing penalties, and then so did Sundquist. I don't understand why that wasn't 5-on-3. We should have been 5-on-3 for that, and we weren't.
Yeah,
We
I
should
don't.
have absolutely been 5-on-3. Right?
Oh, they
only had
sport.
they had one guy in the box, but we should have been 5-on-3.
Oh my god, dude! Do you see this guy? I swear to God, Sportsnet, you are garbage at what you do. I swear to God, they
What?
pulled up. They pull up. He goes. They posted the video already of the scrum, and the caption or the tagline is Dylan Cousins fired up after a big scrum against the Blues. Yeah, did you show what happened because of the scrum? Yeah, it was because of Dylan Cousins, you freaking idiots.
Who posted it?
Sportsnet.
Sportsnet.
Yeah, Sportsnet. The Canadian. I mean, obviously they are a Canadian ran account, but I mean, they go straight at the scrum. They're already on the scrum. They're
Right.
showing the scrum, and they don't even show the Cousins sucker punch. I mean, talk about just absolute garbage.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm surprised there was only one guy in the box. There should have been three guys there should have been three guys in the box, and we should have had one guy in the box. There should have been two guys. Yeah. So it should have been a 5-on-3, right? It should have been a 5-on-3, and they still haven't shown start of the game yet. Right? I keep refreshing it, and they're not showing anything. So, overall, the Blues win this one 2-1. Blues are 0 for 2 on the power play. Ottawa goes 1 for 7, but
Technically 0 for 1 on the penalty kill. There was, but 0 for 2, but they only had 7 seconds of the power play. So, it counts, but it doesn't really count in my eyes. It's 0 for 1 pretty much.
Right? Yeah. No. It was a good all around effort tonight. Even you can't look at the first period and go, well, they only took 2 shots. Well, they were playing on their heels the majority of the game, so I'm not going to put that against them. It was a win that we needed, and I'm hoping that it can be a win that turns this things around for them. Tomorrow, if you don't know, the Blues are playing Montreal. However, tomorrow is December 7th. If you are a military buff, you know what December 7th means. It's the day that will live in infamy, and I live a stone's throw from where it happened. Because of that, and also being a member of the VFW, I may have to be involved in some events tomorrow. If I'm involved in events, I'm not going to be able to do the game. They're still not showing the stars, right? Yes, goalies have had C's before. It normally does not work out. The teams, and you know what? I'm sorry, Jason. Hofer's not the guy going to get a C if somebody gets a C. Hofer's not that guy yet. No. Okay, he had a good game. He's had a couple of really good games lately. That doesn't mean that, oh my God, he's it. He's the new Bennington. Sorry, he's not. I'm not going there yet, bud. Right? Don't get too high, don't get too low type thing. And that's what I try and do. I try not to get too high or get too low. I have been a freaking Blues fan for 50 plus years. And with that being said, I have learned that. I suffered through through the 70s, through the 80s. Right? And I suffered through the playoff losses, the 86, the 2016, you name it, I've suffered through it. So that's why sometimes that's another reason I say good wins, good losses, bad wins, bad losses. This was a good win. It was a solid win. It's a game that you probably shouldn't have won, but you did. And that's important. You need that. This is probably one of the first games of the year that they've won when they shouldn't have won. and they need
Yeah,
this.
well, and I want to preface this because that is accurate in a way, but I don't. I first I want to say that is not of the Blues doing. That
Yeah.
this was a game that they probably should have lost, but it wasn't a game that I can judge their play because who knows what would have happened if the Ottawa Senators didn't get 7 power plays.
Yeah.
We don't know what kind of performance we would have got.
Right, and I agree. I absolutely agree with that. That when I say that, I'm saying that they shouldn't have won because they had 7 penalty kills. Right.
Yeah.
Right? That's not the easiest thing to do. I mean, 7 penalty kills, 1 for 7. That's incredible. Right. When you
6 for
look at
7?
the league as a whole, huh?
Yeah. 6 for 7?
You go 6 for 7, right? That's what, like 90%, maybe 80%, 80-something percent. That's better than their average. I'll even do the math here real quick. 6 divided by 7. That's 85.7%. That's incredible, right? Absolutely
Yeah,
incredible.
that's 10. Yeah, that's 10% over what you have right now on the power or on the penalty kill. So 75%. That should bump them up. That should bump them up a few percentage. I think a few percentage. I don't know how that works, but they should be bumped up a little bit after tonight.
It's going to bump up. It won't bump up a lot, but it will bump up, right? Again, just keep playing, and keep doing this. Well, you know what? He says our team trusts Hoffer more than they trust Benner. I don't believe that. I don't believe it.
I don't either. I don't either. I just Hofer. It's as simple as this. Hofer is just playing well. He's just locked in. Bennington. Yeah. I know I've been hard on him, but that's because I know the Bennington, and I do think that people have clouded judgment when it comes to Bennington. He won us the cup, so I feel like people think that he's refrained from any type of criticism, and I don't think that's right. I think that just because he won us the cup doesn't mean that he plays great every game. That's how it is.
Yeah, I'm with you, bud. I'm with you, and I'm there. I do go look at the game. It has not. No, see, I'm sorry, Jason. I love you, bud, but I think you're wrong here. I don't think that they trust Hofer any more than they trust Bennington. I think they trust Bennington just the same. They know what they got in Bennington, plain and simple.
I mean, yeah, they know what they got in both guys. I don't think it's a trust thing. Well, it's like what I said about Kyrou and how he was saying that he did that in the preseason when guys said that Kyrou, it felt like he didn't trust Suter, and I said that I don't think that's accurate at all. I think it's Suter just being new and learning the new system.
And I agree with you now. I do agree with you. I said, and what I said was based on like an immediate reaction to what I saw that night. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't, it just, and you're right. There was some other stuff going on with that. Well, guys, 3 hours, 38 minutes. What a good show tonight, bud.
Yeah, for sure. Even if we don't have a show tomorrow, I just want to preface this and say this. We did it earlier, but next Sunday, we're going to have Jordan Deacon on from the ESPN 101. She's a radio producer, I guess, per se, for ESPN 101. She does a lot of work with, I believe, Alex Ferrario when it comes to the Blues, the pre-games, the post-games. So she does a lot of good work. She's going to be our guest next Sunday. So I hope you guys can tune in and give her a listen because she does some great work.
This week, I will for certain do Tuesday's game and possibly Friday's game. I don't think about Thursday, but maybe Friday.
Yeah.
Right? So Tuesday and Friday, more than likely. And we'll have our show with Jordan on the 14th. So tomorrow is a huge maybe. But and then for the following week, I know we're going to do the Rangers game for sure. And I'm not sure what else we'll do, but we'll probably do a couple games that week. Right? Mm-hmm. Stephen Glass. Hey, Stephen, welcome, buddy. even when Bennington won the cup, he did not play great every game, especially in the playoffs, and that's a very true statement. I felt Jason said I felt tonight's game showed goalie connected with the team. Maybe I don't completely know. I just.
You gotta love, man. I'll tell you what, though. I think I'm gonna go back and relive that Hofer highlight because God, that was awesome. And then just the hype and the energy on the bench after he does something like that is just incredible to see.
Well, the hype was after the. I think the hype was after the fight, wasn't it, or was it after the shot? Yeah, it was after the shot. Right?
Yeah.
So. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Well, that's going to be it for tonight. I want to thank everybody. This is Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, for
Justin Eagle Eye Scott
saying thank you so much for watching the Blue Note Fan Report. We are here usually every Sunday. This week, not because, but we try and do our regular Sunday show and some games. We appreciate you very, very much. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for putting some love in the air. And thank you for following the Blue Note Fan Report on Facebook and YouTube. Don't forget to do it. Justin, what do we do?
I think, man, we need to ask the girls.
Some girls. We need the girls in the house.
What are you wearing?
A Canadian tuxedo. And I'm a hockey player. Let's go Blues.
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 I think it's time. Call them.
That we got. I think we got to ask the boys. Where the boys at?
Oh, boys!
Hawaii Blues fan, we're bleeding blue with you. Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!
This is Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, for Dustin Eagle Eye Scott, saying you gotta know that I'm always bleeding blue with you.
And as always, let's go Blues. Didn't give up.
We'll see you next time on the Blue Note Fan Report. Aloha!